Hello, hello.
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 We seem to be missing roughly half of the party. Oh,
Wow.
I see Galdrick typing something.
They're working on it.
They're working on it. Oh, we got Jake. Oh,
Hello.
hello, hello. Oh, Galdrick's in chat. All right, hear me out. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Am I late if I'm pooping? Yes.
Popping.
No. He said popping.
Yeah, it's
Popping. Oh, am I late if I'm popping? Then no. If you were pooping, then yes. You would have to just fucking get up and go to your fucking computer.
Oh, hey,
Popping.
can Eldrick hear us right now? Oh, no, he's not in. Never mind. Why doesn't he just sit on the toilet when he eats his food? It seems like it'd be a more efficient system.
Skip the middleman.
There you go.
Okay.
He has to get a stadium buddy. More high, heavy duty.
He did just say popping poop out of my poop hole, and now I really now hate the whole thing. Yeah, no, I'm so bummed out right now.
Fuck, man.
I had this really great fucking episode ready for you guys, and I think I'm just gonna call it.
And I was
Sorry,
ready
guys.
too.
Yeah.
I was ready to have some fun, and now I think I'm just gonna lay down for a bit.
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Yep.
Okay. We can. What's up?
I think I was going to say what you were going to say, because I've been thinking about that sphere all week.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. You guys can take a little spin at the Time Killer Orb.
I missed the Time Killer Orb.
Okay, so the Time Killer Orb, you guys have learned that you need to basically, we're going to skip a lot of the checks because you figured a lot of them out. You need to basically have Slump twist it really hard so that the pattern appears on the surface. You need to trace your fingers along the pattern, and that causes the orb to heat up. You hold on to the orb while it's very hot, and it burns a pattern into your hands. When you hold your hands together with the burned pattern, it forms a single new line that you can then trace along the orb. And now, whoever's holding the orb can make an intelligence check to see if they can figure out where that line is on the orb.
Who is holding it? Who had it?
Oh my god, fucking sounds like Slump's fucking got this shit.
Fuck yeah.
And
Hold on, I think I got this.
And I think it's like a toddler. You see Slump like kind of sitting there holding the orb, and his big meaty finger just slams into this line on this kind of brain coral like orb, and he traces it along, taking this depression kind of comes at many vertices, and he always picks the right one until he traces it all the way around the orb, and the orb opens up.
Oh,
and inside of the orb is a mirror on a small box.
Don't look at it.
I'm gonna look directly at it.
Don't look at the mirror.
I'm gonna look directly into the mirror. I'm gonna look at my own eyeball. Hold on.
Slump, when you look at the mirror, you see Slump in the mirror, as you would expect.
It's me.
It is me.
It's me.
It's you, me.
Slump would like instinctively like throw it at Lou. Like, he's not understand he wants to get rid of it immediately. But I think like would that have been loud enough for the rest of the party to hear?
Absolutely, it is loud. Yeah.
He wouldn't need to explain it. He'd just sit there staring at it like, I don't know what that was, but I'm not okay with it.
And so Lou, you catch the orb. Yeah, you catch the orb.
Yeah, dexterity. Who? I just catch it. I'm very good. Can you hear me okay? Oh, okay. Sorry, you're just saying, what do I do now?
Yeah.
I would like, so it's open and I
Yep.
can see the mirror.
Yep.
I want to look at the mirror askance so that it's reflecting something else and not me.
You can kind of see a little bit of a corner of your reflection, kind of like trying to look around the corner at you.
Okay.
It's like, hey Lou, is that you?
I'm shaking my head like, don't talk to it. Don't engage. Jake, what do you make of this?
Oh, hey, check it. And I want to like get into the frame of the mirror.
Yeah.
And put my hand up to like high five Lou.
And you see the reflection of you kind of show up. That's like, hey Jake, you should probably get Lou to look in the mirror or something.
Oh, that's not suspect at all. Hold on, pump the brakes on the high five.
No, it's really cool. You should just totally get her to look inside the mirror for just a minute. Just look inside the mirror for just a second. You should totally do that for us.
I'm gonna like put my hand over the mirror, not like making contact, but just to like mask.
Oh, come on. You know this is probably totally cool, right? Come on. I'm Jake the Amazing. Would I ever lie to you?
Oh man, that's a hard one. Yes.
What? Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, you didn't hear that. Hey, where did we get this thing? On another note that's not me.
I think I was just in your bag when you showed up.
Yeah. The speaking orb is right.
Hey, me.
Hi, Slump. Me.
No wait, does it still respond in Slump's voice when he's not in the reflection?
Yeah, exactly. You can hear Slump like way in the background inside the mirror.
Oh my gosh.
While he's talking, I want to see if I can move it around to see if it sounds like his voice is coming from other places.
It sounds like the laughing of Slump is like coming out of the mirror from kind of way back in the mirror, and it's just kind of echoing out. You know, it's like the voice is coming out of the mirror.
If I look at it with ink vision on, do I see anything in particular?
You see, that's a good question. Nothing in particular other than the box that the mirror is on it's not leaking anything. It is like anti-leaking.
That the mirror is mounted on.
That's right. Yeah. The mirror itself, it's definitely magical. I guess it would be leaking kind of greenish ink.
You see that, well, maybe I'm going to write that down. You know, there's this ancient earth text that says, if a thing seems to think, but you can't see its brain, don't trust it. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to write, it's from Harry Potter, of course. You know, with the book.
Oh, that's right.
If it seems to think, but you can't see where it keeps its brain, then you can't trust it.
Fucking nerd.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought you meant like, because I can't see my own brain, and I was like, wait.
But I know where you keep it, you know?
Oh, do you?
Oh, all right. Teach me for making assumptions. My bad.
Got that Arthur Weasley logic.
I want to write down what I see and just kind of show it to Jake and Slump and Galdrick, because Galdrick is there. But I make the shush symbol with my face.
Okay. Yep. And now that Galdrick is here, we can proceed with the session. But now you guys know that when you do all the things and you twist and turn it and you bop it and you crank it and you bop it and eventually it pops open and there's a mirror with versions of you inside. And we can deal with that another time when you guys get to the time killer orb. But for now, we can get started. So I will start by wondering why I'm all zoomed in on this weird thing on the map. That's weird. Okay. Perfect. So I will start by welcoming folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use a modified D&D 5e rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a high fantasy universe. To anyone new, all the old episodes are up on YouTube, but that doesn't mean that you can't just hang out and have fun and get confused by a bunch of really crazy story shit. And now for the recap. Last time, you guys started by Jake having a discussion with Volos. And as Volos was distracted by that discussion, Azar got a message through to Lou asking for help. Volos' attention was drawn by this message sent to Lou, so Jake bought time by bringing up important events with Volos, which drew his attention back and allowed Azar to let Lou know how to free him. Lou called out Volos' name, and Azar showed up instantly, inside the circle with you guys. He transferred the power of himself, Jared, and Ula into Lou, who used the spell Bless to bless her skin and become impervious to Volos' attacks. Volos attempted to kill Lou. Listen.
Calculated.
Yep, I totally knew the whole time.
Kaylee and I've had a couple good laughs of bless. You cast bless. So we've had a couple good laughs about that.
I'm so sorry about that. That just literally blurted out.
It was so good. It was
good.
so good.
I stand by it. It's a long term thing. It's a long play.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So Volos attempted to kill Lou but failed. You all fled to Jake's house, which is actually Galdrick's house, where you once again gained the attention of Volos, believing that you could take him in a fight. Volos said that you had ruined things and he had put another project on hold. So he took out his cube and began to rip the planar essence out of Lou. A few attempts were made to get the cube from him, but all magic appeared to be eaten by the cube. But one good shot from Galdrick with a physical crossbow bolt knocked it enough to give Lou time for one spell, which she used to teleport everyone into Izo, where you had originally fought the Androsphinx. Deciding not to summon the horse bus, you decided instead to visit a town you had seen in your previous travels to get some normal horses for your travel to the Free City, a place where Azar says he has written down the location of Zelaran's body. And also, I've been calling him Zelanar for a long time. That's super duper not his name. It's Zelaran. It's Neralex backwards, the dreamer from the Wailing Caverns in World of Warcraft.
But not because of copyright.
That's why it's backwards, because they sure didn't copyright the backwards version of it, motherfuckers. That one's free you. And you know what? Now it's not. Now it's trademarked fucking Techsmith. Zelaran is fucking Techsmith trademark. So anyways, his name isn't Zelanar, it's Zelaran. But I imagine now that we've used both, it's just going to get confusing as fuck. So I guess I'm sorry. But you guys were on your way to this town to get some horses to get to the Free City. And that's basically where we kind of left off. So, without further ado, we can jump into the narrative camera. The camera opens on the city of Hayland shortly after the party has left. Ula, wielding the rod of 4 moons, turns away from Jared and begins walking towards her tower. The Tower of the Healing Hand. But as she walks, something happens. The rod of 4 moons, the scepter with the 4 phases of the moon on it, vanishes from her grip. This, the chosen weapon of Saloon, the ultimate symbol of the power of the moon goddess, leaves the possession of Ula. We see Ula look at her hand where it vanished, and then she looks up into the sky with a soft and saddened understanding. The camera cuts to a short time later where we see Ula walk into the top of the tower, which is now enclosed again with a large metallic flower in the ceiling. And as Ula passes into the room through her portal, we see the fragment of Saloon, the blue angelic woman named Luvia. She welcomes Ula with open arms, but the look on Luvia's face suggests reckoning. Then we rewind briefly to where Ula and Jared parted, and this time we follow Jared. Defeated in honorable combat by the mighty wizard Raisko, and no longer holding claim to the eternal throne, Jared bends down to pick up his silver sword. The blade is shattered, little more than a hilt with a foot of jagged silvered steel on the end. He places the broken remains of his sword into its sheath and then begins walking out of town, and the camera cuts forward again to Jared leaving town. He's just finished discussing something with a high-ranking officer who takes charge of the army and marches them north back home, back towards Izo, awaiting the arrival of their new ruler, Raisko the Archmage. Jared takes a different path. He heads northwest, and with him, he brings his 100 Malam Ghul. The Malam Ghul maintains speed with his horse with almost no effort, and as Jared leaves the green fields surrounding Rena, we notice lying on the ground is the torn and discarded tabard of Torm, the greater deity of justice turned deity of combat, now abandoned by his most powerful champion, as Jared the Godless ventures out into the wilds. Then the camera shoots high up into the sky, through the atmosphere, and then it begins moving so fast that we escape time and space and we pass through the astral gate into the astral sea. Far ahead, we see a tall crystal spire, the home of Kelemvor, the god of the dead. The lights are off in the spire, the halls are quiet. And at Kelemvor's study, the room where he judges the dead, we see the door is shut, and the room is barred from entry to all. And then we hear something. There's a sound. Far in the distance. It's not in the tower, it's farther away. It's screaming. Hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of voices as a shrieking terror deafens us. The shrieking gets closer and closer, louder and louder. Our vision shakes and blurs, and then it goes dark. Something has changed for the better, and something has changed for the worse. But none can doubt that the world has changed and there is no going back. And we come back to the party in the forests of Izo, making your way to the town that you'd seen in your previous travels. You didn't know the name of the town because you guys were on horse bus at the time, but you guys are making your way there to get some horses. So the travel, as you kind of estimate from the one time you've seen it, probably takes 12 hours of hard walking with minimal breaks. And you're not incredibly familiar with the land here. You're not really familiar with a lot of the land around here. But especially Izo, you've spent very little time wandering the wilds of Izo. So it's going to take some survival checks to see if you guys can get through the wilds and find your way back to that town.
And just really quick, what was the town and why were we going there one more time?
You just wanted to get some, you guys didn't want to use horse bus because it's all tangled up in the god stuff that seems super dangerous. So basically you guys want to get some normal horses. So it's just a small town that you've seen and you want to get some horses there.
I see, okay. And we're headed to find what is, and just run that one once more by me. What are we trying to accomplish right now? Like, where are we headed?
Yeah, eventually you're going to want to head to the Free City to get Azar's notes back.
Right.
But the Free City is super far away. So you guys are trying to get some horses so that you can get to the Free City. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
And horse bus was a big no-no because you're like, God,
yeah,
he was chosen by Torm, the blood god, to basically murder Saloon. You're like, maybe let's not talk to him.
Yes, right.
So I'm thinking everyone will probably be trying to figure out the right way. So unless you want to find a reason not to roll, everyone can roll plus wisdom to see if you guys can find your way to the town that you've seen. You don't know the name of it.
Slump shits his pants.
Yep, Slump definitely shits his pants.
Let's see what I no, I got no fucking reason. I'm just gonna go and wisdom, you said?
Yep, wisdom.
I think that way. I don't know. I just point you a random direction.
Oh my
Crowded,
god.
so
Okay.
That's the ground.
I mean, we have to walk on something.
You know, you're not wrong, buddy.
Wait, I see. No, it's grass. Never mind.
That's grass.
Unfortunately, no one met the top end DC. So you guys, what would have been?
Wait, hear me out. Are we all still blessed?
Haha.
Because that was a planar bless. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It was like a demi. It was a demigod blessing. Is all I'm saying.
You know what? That's actually totally fair. But I will say that the bless only works for this role, and not because I'm trying to DM you. It's for reasons that you don't understand. Now, I don't know how that feels mechanics wise. Right now, you feel like a little bit of extra god juice is kind of helping you. And when you go forward, you will not have that extra god juice.
Is it because of the mirror?
I am not, I will not answer any questions. But just so you know.
Okay, but why is it though?
So feel free to roll a D, everyone can roll a D4, right? Is that what Bless does?
Oh yeah, I guess I should look at that.
Oh my god, I'm in physical pain.
Perfect.
Okay.
And I'm at a 17.
We're off to the races, voice.
Okay.
Jake, that's still the ground.
Did you ever think that it's the sky before? That might be an option.
Sometimes when puddles.
That's true. You know what?
Have I said that I missed hover bikes like a lot?
Yeah.
So Lou and Galdrick both made, with the bless, they both made the top end. So you guys do find the path in the 12 hours that it would take. You don't get lost. You don't get injured. It's not nice. You guys barely get to eat. Like, a lot of it is walking and eating and just minimal bathroom breaks. There's no real resting and recuperating. It's just 12 hours of basically forced march. And you eventually do come across a town that looks a lot like the other small towns that you've seen. When you first came into Izo, your very first time after you were sent from Ula to go talk to Jared, you came across a couple towns. This looks a lot like one of the smaller ones. It has large wooden stakes as exterior walls, kind of like the Horde in World of Warcraft kind of thing. And it looks very battle worn from old sieges. You know that this province is constantly in a state of civil war, and this looks like it has seen its very fair share of battles. So, big wooden stakes, lots of battle damage, and as you make your way around to the front of the town where the entry is, you do see a sign that simply says Okuz, which you gather is the name of the town. And there is one guard standing in front of a large closed metal gate portcullis. There's just one guy standing there.
What does he look like? What's his armor look like? Is it polished?
It's got some dings. It's definitely not brand new. This does not look like some sort of a show guard. He looks like a guy who basically, performs the rite of honorable combat, rite of entry by honorable combat a lot.
Okay.
So it looks like he's seen his very fair share of fights.
This guy has fucked.
Yes, this guy has fucked.
Greetings, sir.
And as you approach, he kind of has like a visor on his helmet, and he lifts it up and he says, hello.
Howdy there, Governor. How's she going today?
Oh God, he's doing it again.
How you doing there, chappy boy?
You just let him do the thing.
Hey there, love. How's she going?
I'm going quite well. Your name is?
Nigel Berry.
Oh my God, now it's
Nigel Berry. All right, well, they just called...
Nice to meet you, love. Listen, just a few folks as we are. We was picking mushrooms up in the hills, lost our way. Just on the way back to our cabin, got our spot tired, thought we'd pop in, have a rest. What do you reckon?
Of course, yes, you can come in. We will need to do the honorable combat and all that.
What is this then? Need to fight just to get in?
Yes, do you not live here in Izo? You'll always have to fight to get in, of course.
No, we're on a diplomatic mission to pick mushrooms.
That's roll plus persuasion, or sorry, roll plus charisma, and do it at advantage. I don't know why. Yeah, wow, that's the
Crikey little crumpet. Give us a kiss then, eh?
sorry about this. I'm so sorry about
Smoochies on the mouth, eh? Go on, don't be shy.
Nope, that's quite all right. No, okay. Oh boy.
Slump gets too close and like rattles his armor a little bit as they're sort of dancing around, and then he just turns around to the rest of the group and holds his arms up like, well, I fucking tried it. I don't know. He just walks back.
You of course can come in. We'll just need to do some honorable combat. Prove that you're worthy. Blah 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 blah. Who's fighting?
Let's see.
I'll fight.
Oh, does anybody else want to fight?
Nope.
You got
anybody else? How about you, lady? You look like you can fight.
Thank you, but I already fought today.
Oh, you don't want to fight her.
Oh,
it'd be rude.
Because like Godric knows. She would disintegrate.
Oh,
I was being nice by saying I'd fight.
Oh yeah. No!
Listen,
That's
Slump's not going to use that accent anymore. You fuck ass. Now fight us.
All right, all right,
no.
All right. Your name is Slump, or is it Nigelberry?
Slump. It's Slump.
Okay, Slump Nigelberry.
No, not Slump and Nigelberry, just Slump.
All right, just Slump. All right, we'll do the fight then.
Wait, what's your name?
Well, most people just call me the Serpent.
Well, Serpent, could you tell us more about the rules? As we said, we're on a diplomatic mushroom mission. So
yeah.
Tell us more about, like, when does it stop? Like, at what point do you just open the gate?
Well, basically, I kind of gauge it. If you pummel the ever-living fuck out of me, as it looks like Mr. Slump here is about ready to do, then I'll probably call it pretty early. If I feel that you're in some way unworthy or unable, then I guess I'll either kill you or you'll concede and the gates will stay closed.
Okay. Is it like you'll say uncle or you'll tap on his arm or something?
Yeah, if he's choking me and I can't speak, then yes, I'll probably just tap on his arm. But other than that, I'll just tell him, I'll just say, okay, I'll stop the fight and I'll open up the gate. Easy as that. Yep.
Slump, do you mind?
No, not at all.
Slump is
Thanks,
already
buddy.
like cracking his knuckles and like stretching his legs.
All right. Okay.
You can just concede now if you want.
No, I really
We won't
do.
think
I
any-
really do have to fight.
We won't think any less of you. You know the
Slump will.
dumbass
Slump
isn't
will
in
be
charge anymore,
embarrassed.
right?
Yeah, no, see, look, Slump has already said that he'd be embarrassed about it.
Yep.
Wait, you do know the dumbass isn't in charge anymore, right?
Wait, what?
Wait,
That's-
what?
I'm talking about the fucking
Jared.
Yeah, Jared. Are we
Jared
telling people that he's not in charge anymore?
Now we already have. Right? That's out of the bag.
It's gonna work.
Now Slump's gonna have to kill him.
Yeah, you know, Jared's not even in charge anymore, right? You don't got to do the honorable combat thing anymore.
I got to tell you, that's the first time anyone's tried to convince me that the literal, eternal, immortal, timeless King Jared
Well,
just
easy on
isn't
that.
in charge anymore. Like, that's the
Take it
first
easy
one.
on-
That's a first
Uh,
one.
Some of those are strong words.
Those are very
you use.
strong words. I kind of like want to elbow head point towards Lou. You don't want to fuck with Lou.
You do understand that Jared's been king for thousands of years, right?
Yeah.
So like my grandfather's great-grandfather's ancient
Yeah.
grandfather.
Yeah. He's not in charge anymore. He got replaced. Who did he get replaced
All
by?
right.
Who did he get
Oh,
replaced
it was
by?
Rysco.
Yeah,
Fresco. Fresco's in
main-
charge.
I
It's gonna become an
literally have
epidemic.
never heard of him.
Do you guys
You're
have
about
one
to.
of those big planetar ladies who can like tell if you're lying and stuff?
No, the planetars are only at Avar. Oh,
Oh, they're pretty cool. We were hanging out with them. If you had one of those, they would be like, "Oh yeah, they're telling the truth."
Well,
You know, like
I'm not a planetar. I can't do magic.
Okay, no, I get it. No, you got to stick to what you know. And what you
That's-
know right now is that the dumbass is still in charge. I
Yep.
air quotes. So you got to fight. This is going to hurt
Basically,
you.
yeah.
Don't say I didn't try to help. You know
I-
what's going to be really bad is probably in about like 2 days you're going to get like a carrier and he's going to give you a message and it's going to be like, yo, he's no longer in charge anymore. You don't have to do this bullshit anymore. You're going to be like, oh, I got my ass beat for nothing.
If that happens, I will indeed be quite disappointed, because I can only imagine this isn't going to go well for me. Look at him.
Yeah.
I mean, and not to
Look
like.
at Slump.
He literally eats people.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even deny that looking at him. All right, Mr. Slump, let's get this over with.
Oh, Slump's
Before we
gonna be
start,
nice and slow with you.
before this starts, 5 gold coins.
5.
Okay, go ahead.
What's the 5 gold coins for?
Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
All right. Mr. Slump, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
Oh no, by all means, go ahead.
All right. And he kind of pulls out a flail, and he starts kind of spinning the flail up, and with some actual quite deft movements, he misses. So no, you know what? He doesn't miss, because failing the AC doesn't necessarily mean that he misses. I think he swings up the fucking flail and he slams it into you, but he hits like a particularly meaty, bony part of you, and the flail just kind of bounces off and no damage is dealt. And you can see him kind of take a step back, and you just see his shoulders kind of sag a bit. Yeah, no, go ahead and hit him.
Does he? Can you just and like? Does he look sort of like a middle-aged like dad? Like, does he look like he's like retired age?
No, he looks like this is just his working job. He's like in his 40s. He's not some young blistering fucking hot shot. He's just a guy who literally fights and guards for a living. He's probably gonna retire in the next 5 or 10 years kind of thing.
Please don't say that. Please don't say that. Anytime you're like, he's going to retire tomorrow, Slump's going to literally try to kill him.
I want to eat his face. I want Slump to eat his face. I want him to grab his head and bite as much of his face as he can in one.
Just enough. Just measure.
I'll say I want Slump to like like dig himself into the ground and run forward as fast as he can to close the distance between him and this guard.
Yeah.
The fucking serpent, and like with both hands out, like stiff arm him in the fucking face. Not like I'm not trying to knock him, you know, I'm not trying to like cause damage by punching him in the face, but I want to stiff arm him as hard as Slump possibly can, right in the fucking face, right in his goddamn helmet.
Okay, are you trying to like, basically, is this an attack roll to do damage, or is this a strength roll to knock him to the ground?
A strength roll to knock him to the ground and like not stun him as much as I can, minimizing damage, maximizing stun and knockdown.
Okay, so basically, if you just want to knock him down, roll plus strength and roll it twice and you'll take the higher. If you want to knock him down and stun him, then you can roll strength once and you'll have to beat a 15.
You know what? We'll go with just the knockdown first, and if he gets back up and tries again, then I'm gonna go for the double whammy.
Yep. So go ahead and roll strength, roll it twice, and take the higher of the two.
Thank God.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you fucking just he's not that far away. Like he walked up and hit you with the flail and like took a step back. So you just kind of sprint forwards, both arms out, and just kind of flatten him to the ground. And you hear a big and you see him kind of get back up to his knees, and he stands back up, and you see this look of like, oh my God.
I want like as he was doing that, I want Slump to reach forward and like try to help him up. Like after knocking him down, he's like, all right, come on up, come on now.
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay, and then when they stand back up, Slump will just like step back like 5 feet, respectable distance or whatever, just waiting for him to do what he's gonna do.
Yeah, and he kind of stands up, kind of nods his head in you know, appreciation, and he spins up the fucking flail again. Okay, he actually hits this time. So kind of, you know, kind of reading your movements a little bit, he's able to swing the mace, and it doesn't feel good. Why did I not highlight this in red? There we go. Now I can grab those stats easy. He hits you for, oh my God, triple sixes on the damage. He hits you for 22 damage.
Oh my God.
As this
can you
flail...
describe this attack and the impact and everything?
Yeah. So basically he kind of stands up and just kind of really respecting that he's about to fight a beast of a man. He swings the mace and it kind of swishes in front of your face and it misses your face. And you think that the attack missed, but then he kind of reverses the momentum on the flail by just kind of, you know, changing the direction it's going. And it comes up and just kind of cracks you in the side of the face, and it hits you way harder than you were expecting. Like you weren't expecting this little mace to do that much damage. So it kind of smacks you in the side of the face, and you feel a tooth kind of wiggle. It's not coming out, but you feel a tooth kind of loosen in there, and your ears are ringing, and like that was a fucking hit and a half.
Okay. I want Slump to like, I'm trying to think of the movie reference, but basically like up until now it's been like respectful, you know, like he's sort of going through the motions or whatever. Yeah. Taking his licks, but that hit him so hard and like caught him off guard that I want to say like as soon as it connects, Slump sort of staggers and holds his hand up to his face. Yeah. And then his lips start to wobble. Yeah. His eyes start to fill up with tears, and then like his face scrunches up like a fucking lemon, like he's so upset and betrayed now. like two siblings playing, and one of them just went a little bit too hard, and now he's like really upset. Yeah. And describe this guy's helmet. Like, what is he wearing on his head? It's kind of a very standard kind of helmet where it's got like the big open face part of it. It would have the open face that a visor comes and closes down. Gotcha. So basically, you know, he lifts up the visor to look at you, and then you know, closes the visor down. It's just got that kind of metal grates in front of his face. Okay. I want Slump to like, now that he's standing up again, I want Slump to like close this and grab that, like the faceplate part. Yeah. And in like as quick and jerking of a motion as possible, yank his fucking head and try to like throw his head at the ground as hard as. Oh my God! Okay, yeah. So this is basically just a fucking attack. Yes. Yeah. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh yeah, that 100% hits.
Okay, perfect.
And go ahead and do your damage, whichever, if you want to roll the dice for the damage or just take the flat number, whichever one you want.
And am I getting plus anything? I don't remember.
Right now, because Bless is gone, you're raging, so I think you get +2. Like you basically deal your damage.
Oh yes, that is exactly
you
right.
roll your dice, you add your strength, which really should be in there. I don't understand why I forgot that. So you roll the dice.
3d6 plus strength.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
It says either deal 16 damage or roll 3d12. So it's 3d12 plus strength.
3d12 plus strength +2 for the rage.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're talking. Okay. 1 second here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Not bad.
So
Not bad.
Yeah. So you're just fucking throwing him at the ground for more damage than his mace did to your skull.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Slump would sort of like reach back as though he was going to grab his weapon to like trigger a certain type of defensive response from the guard.
Yeah.
But then completely switch and just hold his hand straight up and grab his face mask and just yank it like down where Slump's feet were when he started yanking as hard as he can.
Yep, absolutely. And so you fucking yank him, like you get your fingers kind of behind that face guard, and you just throw his head straight at the ground. And I think you pull so hard that the visor comes off of the front of his helmet, and his face just meets the ground, flesh first. And you all hear a little snap as his nose just gives out under his face, fucking impacting the ground.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Okay. Holy fuck. How does he respond?
He gets up and immediately just swings his mace, like just
oh my
lightning
God.
quick. He gets up, he swings the mace as quick as he can.
He is like a serpent.
Wow, with an 18, he hits you again. So
damn.
You can kind of see that, like, this guy, he fights for a living, right? Like, he is no fucking pushover, and you just fucking rocked his world, and in a split second, he was back again, you know, fucking throwing down, and he hits you for 12 more damage. I think as he kind of gets up, he kind of swipes the flail sideways, and it cracks into the side of your kneecap, which does not feel good as you take 12 more damage from that.
Holy fuck. Okay, what is our current, like, how are we both positioned now that my turn is starting?
Yeah, he's basically getting up, so he's kind of like, you know, in the process of on the ground, on a knee, getting up, swinging the flail, hitting your knee, and you're kind of standing right in front of him, maybe a little bit beside him as you threw him to the ground, kind of thing.
Okay, I want to put all, like, I want to like get onto one knee because I've just been smashed in one of them.
Yep.
And I want to put all my strength into an uppercut straight into his fucking taint.
Oh my
Between
God.
the legs, just as hard as I possibly can.
I will say because of his positioning, you can roll to attack and do it at advantage. So
thank
roll twice, take
God.
the higher of the two. Yeah.
Holy fuck. A natural fucking 1.
Oh my God. Okay, there we go. Thank fuck for advantage.
There. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. So I think the way this works, I always like to play the advantage like it actually happened twice. Like I like to almost count this like 2 attacks. So the first time you swing and he kind of sees it coming, so he kind of jumps backwards a little bit as the uppercut misses his taint.
Okay.
But you react quicker than he does. So his getting out of the way put him off balance, but you were super on balance from your miss. So the second strike comes way faster than he was expecting, and you fucking fist blast his taint so fucking hard, he goes flying. And go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Woo.
Yep.
Woo, it's a spicy, that's a spicy tamale.
And with that damage, like you hear like tendons rip with the impact. as he goes
Oh
flying
my
back
God.
like literally 6 feet into the dirt.
Oh my God, this poor fucking guy. What the fuck, man?
And you see him kind of grab his crotch with one hand, and with the other hand he kind of like holds it up and he drops his flail and he's like, oh, okay, oh, all right, yeah, oh, okay. I think honorable combat's been met.
You done?
I'm done. I'm
Want
very
another taste?
done.
You
No,
sure?
so
You sure
done.
it's honorable
That's
enough?
it's super
Slump can give you another little
super
taste.
honorable. No, that's all. That's all I needed.
That's all the honor you need.
Oh my God, boy, that was about exactly as awful as I thought it was going to be.
Slump was just trying to take it easy on you until you hit him really hard.
I mean, well, this is it. I know, Mr. Slump.
Poop coming out of your mouth.
I know,
Mr.
I'm sorry, Mr. Slump. It's just, I saw you taking it easy, and honestly, that we can't do honorable combat by taking it easy on each other. So, I figured I had to show you we were playing for real. So you started playing for very real, and it hurt badly, and I don't think I'll stand up for a week. I'm sorry.
No, shut up. Slump doesn't want to hear it anymore.
I'll open the gate for you. This isn't what I
Now I'm gonna have to take care of him. I'm gonna have to take care of him.
I'm sorry. I didn't want. It's just.
There's only one way to make him feel better.
How's that?
Only one way.
I hold up 5 fingers. I hold up a hand with five fingers. I hold up 5 fingers.
You want 5 gold?
No, not me. Him.
What?
Him. I point to Slump like behind him, like.
Oh, I got you. Oh, all right. Could you help me up for a second so I can actually? I literally can't walk over there right now.
Slump. Okay, fine. I'll go over there and I'll help him out.
You kind of help him. He's almost dead weight because he literally can't use his legs. It's basically the tendons connecting his groin to his legs have been like fucking snapped. So he's kind of just limply hanging off your shoulder, and he digs into his pocket and he pulls out 5 gold coins. Like, I totally forgot. Mr. Slump, as proof of winning in this most honorable combat, you've also won 5 gold coins.
Oh, okay.
They're 5 brand new shiny gold coins, and they're all yours for doing so good in the fight where you hurt me very badly.
Oh my
You
God, those are
promise you
so
really got hurt?
shiny. Look how shiny those are.
And what if he's lying though?
He's not. He's
What if
not.
I could swear that I'm not lying.
He's not. I promise that
promise.
you're probably going to make him cry again, Slump.
And if
Go
you
ahead,
were,
hand it to him, hand it to him.
if Slump caught you that you were lying, the Slump could crush your beepus.
Yeah,
I'm a
he's
little.
not lying. You're doing so
oh boy,
good.
I'm a little bit worried
Slump
about
will
what the
crush
beepus
your
is.
He'll crush your beepus if you're lying. He'll crush it. He'll crush your beepus.
All right, I
I
mean,
start
what you-
choking on my sandwich a little bit.
It's what you think it is. Yeah.
okay. Well, I think it's already quite crushed. And
Slump will make it extra crush and he'll eat
okay.
it.
Oh boy.
You're lying. You're not
I'm
lying
not.
though,
I'm
right?
very much not lying.
Okay. All right. Slump will allow it.
He hands you the 5 gold coins, and then he kind of motions to you, Galdrick, to motion him over, to bring him over to the gate portcullis and kind of sit him down beside the chain that raises it. You're going to need to lie me down there, and I'll open the gate for you.
Do you want us to open it? I feel bad.
No,
No,
it's
fuck him.
yeah, no,
He
it's part of
deserved
the.
it,
Yeah, I have
dickhead.
to. I know. I kind of have to do this myself.
Yeah, you asshole. You feel bad for him for Lou. You see how he hit me? You see how he hit Slumpy way too hard.
So he gets arrested by the gate. He sits down. He grunts a little bit as he's let down, and then he starts pulling on the chain, and the gate comes up, and he lets you guys go in. He says, "Welcome to Oku's. Congratulations."
Thank you, sir.
No problem, boy.
As they're going in, Slump is gonna do like the fake out thing where he's like, towards the guard on his way in.
All he can do is like his shoulders go up a little bit. That's about all he can do.
So, well, when we were at the other city, people came to heal folks right away. Do you have somebody who's going to be coming to help you?
No, I'll just see myself to the hospital later. When the shift is over.
My God, what if somebody else comes and wants to get in, though?
Well, I guess it's going to be pretty short honorable combat, isn't it? I'll probably just kind of sit here while they punch me in the head.
Jared's no longer in charge, right?
I really, trust me, trust me, I wish I could believe that. Trust me, if there was any way to avoid what just happened, I would have loved to have taken it. Although now I kind of hope that you're lying, because if I do find out that he's not in charge and I just had my dick punched into my throat for nothing, I'm going to be bummed out.
It's more or less the truth, unfortunately.
That really sucks.
You'll find out, though. The good news is that it doesn't matter whether or not you believe it, because it's true, and you'll find out soon.
Oh, boy.
Sorry about the ball.
I want to put my hand on like one shoulder, well, on I guess one knee, and I'll just be seriously. He's not in charge anymore.
Well,
we're in. We have no reason to lie to you at this point.
I mean, that's a big bummer.
Yeah.
That really sucks. But I had to do what I had to do.
You had to do it, but now you maybe so you can just be like, come on in.
Yeah, maybe I'll go easy on the honorable combat whatnot. That was just far too hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Feel better.
It was fun. I hope it was fun for you. It was fun for me.
Yeah.
Fun for Slump.
Yep, definitely. Fun was had.
Yeah, good.
Definitely.
Yeah, good.
Like sandwich while you're down there?
That would be great. Does it heal?
What?
Is it a healing sandwich?
Oh, yes, it will heal your heart.
Oh, all right. I mean, not really what I was looking for, but you know what? At this point, I'll take healing of any kind.
Yucky ducky. I'll just give him a fucking peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, he eats it. And it does seem to kind of brighten his day just a little bit as he's sitting there, kind of nose bleeding, visor ripped off his helmet, sitting on the ground, gently massaging his crotch, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a big plated mitt. And when you guys enter the town, you see that there are not many people left here. There are a few essential services that are kind of left open, like the blacksmith is rather quietly shaping metal. There's one food stand open, but it's getting into the evening at this point. So a lot of these shops are kind of starting to pack up for the night. So the food vendor is kind of putting food back into bags and crates. You see that the tavern is shut down, but the inn is operating. And there may be some other stores open depending on what you guys want to go look at. I'm not going to list every single thing. Open, closed, closed. So just if you have something in mind, feel free to ask if it's open. I'll tell you. Other than that, though, the inn is open, and that would probably be a good place to start, unless you guys can think of a better place.
Can we pay mages to teleport us places?
Yes, you can. Give me the money. Yes, but no.
Yeah, it really depends. Like, mages of official schools have certain creeds where sometimes they won't agree to do teleportations. Other mages who just know are really good, they'll do it for a fee, so it really kind of depends.
I think I don't have the spellbook open, but I think I can technically do it now. I just don't know the location or how to make any fucking circles.
Yeah.
But I guess if you do want to follow that train of thought, is there a college or school or tower or something that looks wizardy?
Yeah, so well, do a perception roll.
Is that wisdom?
Yes, sorry, yep.
Can I as well?
Yep, absolutely. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you got this.
Jink, as you're looking around for a mage tower or a mage's guild or a mage's school, you see that this is very much kind of like a farming town, for lack of a better term. There's not really a lot of farms in here, but it doesn't seem to be big enough to have its own mages. So there's no tower, and it does not appear like there are mages in this town.
Nope.
Ah, nerds.
I mean, like, normally you could pay them, but I don't think everyone here is dumb. So no.
Oh, chill. What about like some sort of air balloon, hot air balloon? Has that been invented? Hey, Azar,
Yeah.
do you know what a hot air balloon is?
Nope.
Okay, so that's a no.
No, yeah, I do know what a hot air balloon is.
great.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Do you
there's
have one?
airships and all. No.
Ah.
I've been able to teleport everywhere I ever thought of for thousands of years, so I didn't really see much use in a hot air
How's it
balloon.
feel now?
Feels really bad.
Doesn't it pretty bad?
It
I
feels
imagine,
really
yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
It feels
yeah.
empty. It feels
Yep.
sad. It feels really, really bad.
Hey, Azar,
And I put my
Yep.
hand on his shoulder.
Yep.
you're doing great. It's gonna be okay.
Thanks. I really hope it is. This has been more upheaval than I ever imagined to experience.
Sure, yeah.
Have we ever seen in our travels any kind of air vehicle? I feel like only dragons.
Yeah, no, only dragons. I don't think you've seen any other kind of flying vehicles or stuff.
Oh, the hippogriff.
Oh yeah, you
I
saw
know,
the
right?
hippogriff fly too. Well, you technically you saw the hippogriff fall,
Ooh.
but you can extrapolate that at some point before that it was flying.
Was a mean hippogriff. But maybe there's other good ones.
I mean, if
But
you
that
guys
was-
weren't super rough on horse bus, maybe I could make like flying hippogriff buddy. I just
be
look like right at Goldrick. And
Well,
sort
I
of,
immediately
like, half
look
shrug.
like I am going to kill him.
Okay, no, that's fine. Normal. Nope. Okay.
No. Okay, listen, we weren't mean to him. Okay, people started worshiping him, and you kept going along with it like, oh, praise. I'm not saying it.
Horse bus?
No!
I normally just call him Big Buddy. It's because he's
Oh my
big.
god.
And the earth trembles.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
No, nothing happens.
Oh,
Oh.
Slump, what do you think we should just get horses? Can you think of what do you think? How do you want to get
yeah.
to the other place?
Slump was going with the horse idea.
Okay.
Get a couple horsey dogs, you know. Horsey dogs, good idea.
Horsey dogs.
Horsey
Wait.
dogs.
What do you think we should check the inn? Maybe they would know. You got travelers and stuff.
That's a tough one. Well, maybe we could just look for a stable and see if there's a house nearby and Slump can knock the door down.
I don't like that.
Maybe knock on the door, not all the way down.
Well, Slump
Then
just thought
ask.
Slump would skip the boring part and go to the fun part, knocking the door down.
Hmm.
Well, fine. Okay, well, let's pitter patter then.
That was the party just staring blankly at the slump.
Don't do
Fine.
it.
Let's forget Slump said anything and let's
No, hold on. I want to look at Goldrick.
instead.
I talk about summoning a horse, and he's talking about, like, I don't know, murdering a family and taking the house, and that's cool. You don't yell at him.
Well, we're not going to
Ooh.
worship the family when they're dead. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those are two different things.
All right, maybe I take the poor mortal compass here.
Okay, fine.
Li-
Okay, so we need a place to stay. That's what's fucking happening.
We need horses.
We need horses. Is there? Okay. Do I?
Is there anyone on the street?
Anyone? Is guard man still behind us?
Yeah, guard man, like you guys have walked like, maybe 20, 30 feet into the town, and guard man's like slowly
Where's
trying
the
to.
horses?
Is that a horse store?
It's a horse store. Where's the stable? Where are you from? Oh, right, bikes. My bad. Sorry.
There's the stable's empty. Most of the town's out in the war, so the stable's been emptied out. The innkeeper might have his horse, If you want to buy that,
Okay, well, there's a lot of us.
maybe the innkeeper has a friend who also has a horse that they can sell.
Okay, but we need like 6.
Do you have a buddy that has a horse?
I mean, I've got a horse.
Hey, do you want to sell a horse?
Shut up. I'll give you 5
Oh,
gold
shit.
for it.
5 gold.
5 gold.
5 gold. Take it or leave it. Take it. Do not leave it or Slump will crush your face.
No,
Only take it.
no, moral compass.
Oh.
We're trying to be
Oh.
better.
Oh, Slump
We'll only
will,
lightly wound you.
Slump will please crush your face.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my God.
if you would like to persuade, roll plus charisma. If you would like it to intimidate, roll plus strength.
I'll try to persuade first.
I just want
Okay.
to ask.
Okay,
Yeah.
of course he's gonna go with the fucking intimidate. I'm so upset.
And so I think Galdrick, as you're like persuading him and he seems like he's gonna agree to your terms, Slump fucking just bellows above you, and you can see him kind of go a little bit
Oh, I
white.
get it. I get it because I'm short. Okay.
He says, all right, just it's down 3 blocks, 2 doors to your left. Just untie the horse.
What's the horse's name?
Horse has a name. Of course, the horse has a name.
What is it?
The horse's name, of
Tell
course.
us the name.
What's the horse's name? Of course that it has.
Korig. Korig the horse.
What a
Korig
stupid
the
name.
horse.
What a
Okay.
stupid name for a horse.
Sounds really
A
cute.
stupid
It's a
name
very
for a horse.
cute.
Sounds really
Korig
stupid.
is a very good
Sounds
horse.
really dumb.
Okay? No, Korig's a very good horse. He's seen me through many battles, and he's a
Okay.
very good boy.
Wait, is
Are
it
you sure?
Korg or Korg?
Korig.
Is that the
Kor-
T?
Porridge.
Korig.
Porridge?
Korig.
Porridge? Is it happy to
Korig.
see me?
What are you trying
Cornish.
to? It's Korig.
Cornish.
Korig. I don't understand what
Cornish.
part of this you're not understanding. It's Korig.
Cornish.
Korig. Korig. Korig.
Orange. Like a orange. Like
Just
the
you can
core of
call him
orange.
whatever the
Orange.
fuck you'd like.
Okay.
All right, you can call him whatever the hell you want.
But what's the going price of horses in this town?
5 fucking gold.
Hey, not just yours, Mr. Poopy Butt.
Oh,
Other horses.
usually about 25 gold or so.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so this was a
God.
bargain. All right.
Yep, this one's
Thank you.
this one's a puncher's
This one's a
discount.
bargain.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
Five-
think of it this
five-finger
way.
punch
we
discount.
saved you. We've saved you from future honorable combat, so that's nice, right? That's nice.
Isn't that like his job though?
Shut the fuck up. That's
Okay.
nice.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm out of a
Nice.
job. I guess I'm not really gonna earn any more money now, am I?
Why? Wait,
Oh, that's
wait, why?
great. Well, I'm
Why is
literally
that the case?
because I'm here for honorable combat, and if Jared's not here, then I guess
Oh.
there's no
Oh,
real
yeah.
need for me anymore now, is
Yes,
there?
yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry,
hey, have
that's
you ever
true.
been interested in the arcane arts? I happen to know
Yeah.
the dude who
Yeah,
like
yeah.
is running the place now.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
there was this one time. Sorry, there's just somebody left all these gifts on the front gate, and I'm just having a bit of a hard time. I don't know who put all these gifts here. It's absolutely insane. I'm having a hard time wading through all of them.
Okay.
Now, just
Why are there so many?
I don't
Is there only one
understand.
written on it?
It's, yeah, there's all these weird. I don't even understand who these people are. There's like one just says VCN. There's another one called Happy. Who's that?
This one says Uwu.
Oh goodness, this one's from someone who's just called a Shiba Cutie, which was I don't even know who that is. I don't know why they're sending me gifts. Oh look, there's some from Atom. I know Atom. That's the
Whoa.
yes, that's the large barbarian woman in Rena. I know that one.
Woman?
Yes,
Adam.
this Atom is a
Adam.
Atom.
Adam.
Atom.
Adam.
Atom.
Yeah, Adam.
Yes, Atom.
Adam.
Exactly.
Adam.
Atom.
Adam.
Exactly.
Adam.
You've got it. You've got it now.
Adam.
It's just gonna.
Yeah,
It's like,
Atom.
it's like these
It's
more.
just gonna keep going.
There are these weird gifts from this happy. I don't even know. Oh, this one's full of peaches. It's a miracle. That's
Hey, wait, can
fantastic.
you, like, is it a crime to take mail in this city?
A crime to take mail. What, do you want some of these peaches?
I mean, kind of.
Okay. Do you want to take some of these gifts from Atom? There's a lot of gifts from Atom here.
Can
That's so
you
nice.
can you direct Slump to the nearest lavatory? Because Slump accidentally ate a Mizuko and it tasted terrible.
You
Now
ate a
Slump's tum-tum
Mizuko?
hurts. Slump ate a Mizuko and now Slump's tum feel real bad.
Oh God, you should probably take some of VCNs for that. They kind of soothe the tummy. I've got far too many here. Somebody has left so many of these VCNs here. I just don't even know.
Sure, because
Yep.
Slump heard that VCS can be really toxic. On the tum-tum,
well, it really
almost
depends.
as toxic as a pointless casserole.
Well, it's funny you say that because literally there's actually 5 pointless casseroles here. I don't even like if one casserole is pointless, I don't understand what the point of 5 of them is.
Slump left his pointless casserole outside, and the next day you wouldn't believe this world had bees. It had bees.
Are you serious? This world has
This world
bees?
has bees.
I don't think
This world has bees now. This
Oh,
world has bees.
Did you guys do that?
No.
That's absolutely bananas.
Slump thinks that they were brought in by Slump was in the mountains and there was a really angry lynx, and Slump thinks that it followed Slump to his cabin and ate his pointless casserole off the threshold of the window.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're going to have to be careful. All right. Now, if you have a lynx, okay, there's a system to deal with the lynxes. Okay. It's like a lynx system. And the thing that you need to do is it's going to sound weird, but you need to donate bacon. You need to
the lynx?
To the lynx. You need to donate bacon to the lynx. Now, I do have one gift here of bacon. And if you'd like.
Can Slump take that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, Slump holds on to that?
You can take the bacon. Okay. Make sure to donate it to the lynx. All right, that should solve your problem. Now, I need you guys to understand that I've got this like lawn flamingo outside of my house.
It looks kind of sad. Is that the one right there?
That's the one. Yeah, that's it's enchanted. It's enchanted. You're just going to have to just don't let it bring you down. All right.
Okay. Is this the mailman? It's more VCS. What?
I don't listen. I think I signed up for some sort of a monthly VCN thing, and the mail must have been held up because now there's far too much of it showing up here. There's far too much.
Are you trafficking this?
No. Should I? Maybe I should traffic VCN now that you know
you're out of a job.
Now that I need some more. All right. Do you guys want to buy some VCN?
No, Slump doesn't want to buy any VCN. Slump's heard they're toxic.
Oh, I mean, you're not wrong. Now, listen.
First-hand experience, toxic.
Well, okay.
But wait, like, what's the benefit? Because I mean, some people take stuff. I wouldn't know, but like.
Some people are happy kissers. Some people are happy killers. You know, everyone's different.
Well, you see, often there are a lot of huppies who get really high on the VCNs, right? So you might have to kill a couple huppies if you start using too much of the VCN.
Oh.
But some people say the VCN keeps you looking young, almost as if you were 19.
That is young.
It's incredibly young. It's like a little baby.
Young. Like a little baby.
Like a little baby person that hasn't brand new to the world.
Brand new, no idea what they're talking about.
Exactly. They don't even know how to make words yet.
19.
But the huppies will try to get their hands on those VCNs, so you might have to kill a couple huppies, just so you know.
Whoa.
Do you need a horse to traffic VCNs?
Wait, should we kill them all at once or individually?
Oh no, you're gonna want to just become a full-blown huppie killer, as many as you can.
Individually, you say?
Well, no, that's all right. Yes, that's. I think we're done with this conversation. Yes, no, I think we're done with this conversation. Maybe you all just go and take my bloody stupid horse, okay?
Individual. You sure you don't want you sure you don't want the 5 gold?
Yep. No, you know what? You just have the horse. You just take it.
Individually?
Yes.
You sure?
You can all
we can take the horse individually?
Yes, you can all individually take the horses, and we're all done with the conversation right now.
You sure?
This has been a train wreck.
Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
What a disaster.
Just want to make sure.
What an absolute fucking disaster. We were having such a nice time with all these gifts, and now...
Oh, dear.
Now it's just turned into one big old fucking fire, man. Jimbo?
Who's Jimbo? Who the fuck is Jimbo?
That's you.
No, you're Jimbo.
You're Jimbo.
You want another?
You're a fucking
another
Jimbo.
taste?
No,
You want
that's
another
you know
taste
what?
of
I'm
medicine,
Jimbo.
huh?
Yeah, no, I'm Jimbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, if you would, you can just go on in. Take the horse Korig. He's a good horse. Watch out for my emotional lawn flamingo.
I don't remember who it was, but somebody came in my stream last week and was like, "Yo, I will come back and donate subs if you find a way to word in individually you say."
You ruined everything.
I don't even remember who it was.
Oh
I can't even hold it
God.
accountable.
My God. All right. Well, you guys now have a horse that now is for free. You've talked him out of price. You get Korig the horse for free.
Yahoo!
I felt bad originally, but he's got this whole new career in front of him.
Yeah,
so it's probably
yeah.
He
right.
does seem to be like he's going to be a VCN trafficker. Keeping the world
hey,
young.
buddy. I mean, I'm not like a professional shippy person, man, but you might not want to put just one peach in a huge box.
That is odd, yeah.
It's weird, but it's almost like, look how big the peach is.
I know, but like an individual peach in every box seems not like a good idea.
Should I put more than one in a box?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not the shippy man.
All right. Well,
Listen, shut up. Slump needs to talk to his friends now.
How much money do we have between all of us?
some.
I was gonna say, I don't think we know.
Because like what I'm wondering is like
I have 18 gold.
We never tracked this.
okay.
I know.
I was gonna say
How
like,
much water and rations?
I'm awkwardly a gold hoarder in D&D games. I don't know why. I have 18 gold exactly.
Oh, nice.
the reason I ask is because like what I'm trying to determine is should we try to find like if we can do a favor if we can do a favor for the stable owner to like get a discount on horses, or do we have enough to just go and buy them? Let's
Nice
like
one.
walk up to the stable tomorrow and be like, here's my money, we'll take 3 more by.
It sounds like the stables are basically empty, and you're going to need to go to like individual people and pay whatever price. Like yeah,
sorry,
like yeah.
I see. Oh, okay, I wasn't aware that like the
Individual
stable
people?
empty meant like the horses weren't there. I thought maybe they were like, I don't know, in the pasture or something.
Yeah, no, like the army
okay.
has basically drained the
okay.
excess horses and most of the staple horses.
Okay.
And then it's just the people who are left in town who have their horses, kind of thing.
Okay.
Is there other like rideable livestock? Can we just like take cows or donkeys or
Goat,
oxen or
yeah.
Yeah, I did
Galdrick
say
could ride a
it's
goat.
kind of a farming. Yeah, no, there's a little baby donkey that probably Galdrick could ride. And
I want to reserve all of my like investigative powers to try to find the shortest, stoutest horse that there is, like this tiny little like sphere of a horse with enough muscle to lift.
Orb! I am Orb!
Yes, exactly. Fuck yes.
okay.
I want to. That's the side quest that I want Slump to go on when you're ready.
Yep.
And Slump is absolutely going to name it Orb.
Okay,
very
gotcha.
good.
Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, there are other livestock. There are some cows, there are some donkeys, and then if you want horses, you'll have to go and find people in the town. There's not many, but you know, it's becoming evening time, so people are kind of heading back to their homes, turning on their lights, and so there are a couple houses with their lights turned on, and the inn also has its lights on it as it is operating.
Do we see any horses tied up anywhere?
Yes, you do see 2 horses tied up outside the inn. And then I guess that's probably all you could see without kind of exploring the town some more.
Okay.
Do we want to go inside the inn and ask the people who own those horses what they're doing?
Toads.
Okay, let's see here.
Let's go over to
Okay,
that.
so you guys go over to the inn, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you go to the inn, which I definitely had a name prepped for. It is
The
called the Sleepy Hippo Inn. It's a chain.
no way. Yeah.
Um,
International.
It is an international chain of inns, and this one seems better. Like you get the feeling that the one in Rena kind of sucked because it wasn't managed well. This one's actually quite nice when you go into it.
Oh.
It's got like a big one of those chandeliers made of all the antlers kind of thing. It's got one of those big old fuckers up in the middle. It is a huge blazing hearth, and you see a big long bar that is empty of patrons, but there is the innkeeper who is currently tending the bar. So like you guys walk in, the front desk has nobody there, and as you walk further into the inn, you can see the innkeeper working the bar just by polishing glasses and stuff like that.
Hey, bar doggy.
Yep.
Where's all the purse? Where's all the people and the horse dogs?
Oh, they're all fighting in the army.
Oh,
They're all fighting over in Hayland.
what's happening over there?
Jared made the call for war, go across the barrier, go kill everybody in Hayland, so they're killing them there. More ISO, I suppose, more conquest, more land, more towns for us.
Are you pretty tied to that idea?
Well, I don't care.
Okay, good.
They seem pretty tied to it.
Okay.
I just run the inn. Can you guys want a room for the night? You guys want some drinks?
Oh, I do like.
Yeah, Slump likes that too.
I do like. Oh.
What? Go ahead.
Never mind.
Oh, come on.
No.
What do you want to drink? Come on, you want Slump to pick your drink?
One noodle.
You want Slump to pick one?
I want
Slump.
noodle.
Shh.
They have noodles.
What? Do you have noodles?
Slump is like rubbing. Slump is like holding Galdrick like up to his chest in like seated baby position, facing forward, and he's like with one hand, he's like rubbing his tummy.
Do you have any noodles?
Oh my god.
Very particular.
Like pointing to Galdrick.
It's very particular, Dum Dum.
I've got like potato noodles.
Potatoes. Do you want potato noodles? You want potato
What's a
noodles?
potato? What's a potato?
What the fuck is a potato noodle?
It's gnocchi.
It's
Gnocchi.
It's
Okay, but only
gnocchi.
because he pronounced it correctly.
Okay, but only because you pronounced it correctly.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. I'll get. Was losing my voice there a little bit. Became the guy at the front gate a little bit. Sorry, we get our voices mixed up sometimes.
That's weird.
There's not many people left in the town. We talk to each other a lot. We start getting each other's voices a little bit.
I get that actually. Yeah.
Really, really weird. Not gonna lie. Not comfortable with it.
All right, so four bowls of gnocchi.
Yeah, 4 bowls of gnocchi.
All right. That'll be 500 gold. I'm kidding.
What?
I'm kidding. It'll be a gold for all 4 of them.
25. 20.
Oh boy, are you
Are
okay
you
there?
still holding Galdrick? Do you just cough directly into the back of his
I want
head?
to say I'm like still a little depressed and it just like goes all over.
Slump is gelling his hair.
Yeah, gross.
I don't stop it at all.
So what was that question?
I kind of slightly tilt my head and like it like a cat.
Oh, gross.
Well, if some wary adventurers were looking for a place to acquire horses, but all the other horrible horser dogs here seem to be taking, what should we do? What would you recommend?
I mean, you could buy people's horses in town if you wanted.
We saw
Is that-
2 out front. Are they anybody's?
Yeah, we shot 2 out front.
Well, no.
You shot them?
Yeah.
We saw.
Why would you?
Shot a look
Why
at
would
him.
you shoot both horses? They're my horses.
Sacrifices to the horse boss. The god of all horses.
Stop.
Where did you? I mean, it is good and just to give tribute to the horse god, but
Yes, of course.
I don't think
slowly
killing
turn my
the
head and
horses.
say, "What the fuck did you just say?"
I said it is good and just to give tribute to the horse bus.
How do you know about the horse bus?
Jared started spreading word that there was a new god in town, and somehow this horse god was going to help us win the war in Hayland. So
Oh,
I
boy.
slowly turn my head and look at Jake like a
As
very,
I see you rotate, I
very
rotate my
disappointed
head
mother.
away.
Then I'll turn and look back at the guy. Yeah? Well, guess what? You
What?
lost. You lost, and Jared's no longer in charge.
that seems like an insane thing to say. You know that sounds crazy, right? So first of all, we've got
Jared.
Torm on our side.
Torm's
God-
a pussy.
Whoa. You can see yourself the fuck out of my establishment.
Not Slump. Slump likes Torm. Torm's actually a pretty standout
All right.
guy.
Slump
He
can
talks
say.
really
Torm's
nicely.
literally the worst.
All right. Yes, no, the
Listen.
little man can leave.
Listen, he's Slump's son, and he has a problem. We have him seeing these doctors, but he just won't stop. We don't know.
Give me a description. Give me a physical description of this man, because I'm about to kill him.
Teeny tiny-
Unless you tell me
We
he's a
can't keep
9
going
foot
through
tall
this every
barbarian that's
time.
ripped from head to toe and look like he could take a fight, I'm about to kill this motherfucker.
He's like this kind of frail older man. He's got these kind of kind, warm eyes, and you see a picture of him and his family behind him and all the orphans that he's rescued. No, he's like a big chubby guy. He's got a big pot belly. Apron doesn't cover it totally. He's got jowls for days and a balding head.
I say, hey, now we don't need to be. Let's not talk about religion. That always just leads to. But sir,
Torm is
what do you-
supposed to be the god of justice.
And he is
yeah,
He
he's
is.
calling for bloodshed of innocent men, women, and
not
children.
innocent. You lack understanding. Can someone get
Slump.
this demented child out of my establishment?
I want him
I want Slump to like pound. As soon as he says that, Slump is like trying to go along with it at first, but as soon as he says that, I want Slump to like pound his fist as hard as he can into the table. You can decide whatever kind of damage that does.
If you're trying to break the table, you can roll strength. If you're trying to intimidate, you can just. I mean, you can roll.
I'll say,
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, so I don't want to break the table. I want to like, our dad bomb slap the table, like as hard as Slump can. Like, so to make the loudest bang while just being on the cusp of actually causing damage without causing damage.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll plus strength as an intimidation. Yep. He kind of jumps a little bit and says, "Listen,
What?
I didn't mean offense. I'm sorry. That was
Okay.
too much. But you do understand that our entire province is founded under the guidance of Torm. Our god king, Jared, is literally only able to do what he can do because of Torm. We cannot
Have you,
speak ill of him.
have you just as a quick little, just a quick little,
Uh-huh.
just as a quick little,
Okay, the sound
have you
is
thought
weird.
about what would, have you thought, just a quick little, have you
Yeah.
ever thought like what would happen if, just by chance that ended up not being the case anymore? Just by chance.
What would you do if
What would
another
happen?
being
Yeah.
had stripped Jared of
Yeah.
his powers because
what would
he
that
had
mean?
become unworthy?
Oh, obsolete. What would happen then?
I guess we just do whatever the new person said.
The biggest light bulb clicks for Galdrick and Slump. You and I have this little connection. I want to say, I hope to God you go along with, like, you
Okay.
pick up what I'm laying down.
Okay.
And I say, really? So what is something that only Jared Kane could do?
I guess he's the only one to ever conquer all of Izo.
Okay,
1,000 years ago.
All right,
that's
that's a
easy.
bit-
Does he have
that's-
a
come on
party
now.
trick that he did?
I mean, he did build the entire city of Var himself without using his hands. That was pretty impressive.
Oh god.
Kind of turned and looked to Lou, like with this most devious of
And-
smiles.
Lou's making a
Is-
big grimace face.
Is Azar with us right now?
Yeah, he's there. Yep.
Okay, I want Slump to like look at Azar and like do the sort of motioning his hand in a circle towards Azar. Like he's like, come on, like what do you think, huh? What do you think about,
He looks kind of like he doesn't really like he's not saying no, don't do it, but he's not saying yes to it. He looks kind of lost with like I don't know. I don't know.
At Galdric, I shake my head and I point to the middle of my forehead like the eye, and I make a dripping motion with my hand, like a forehead dripping up.
Remember, you can't use magic. Summon him, and I become incredibly fucking depressed.
But hey, listen. Do you have a horse? You don't want us here, right? We should probably leave. Do you have a horse that we could leave on?
I've got 2 horses.
Fantastic. Give them to us.
What do you would like for them? Do you need any like things lifted or a wall painted, fence repaired?
Give them to us.
I mean, for the most part, I need my horses to do my living.
You can get more. Trust me. The whole army's about to return here in a few days, and
that's true.
There aren't going to be very many soldiers atop them. So,
you are saying some incredibly blasphemous, outlandish things. Like, I can't just.
Why don't you guys wait outside?
That would actually be wonderful if maybe you guys could wait outside. You're lucky this place isn't full, because I can't have that kind of slander in my.
I want to try to get like a little bit of an intimidation presence, not necessarily to make him submit to my will, but to realize like maybe I am somebody who kind of knows what I'm talking about a little bit.
Okay.
Like, oh, okay. Well, you're not just some buffoon.
Okay.
All right, we'll leave. But that's because otherwise I would kill you. And
okay, roll plus charisma.
As I say that, I want to sprout my wings, because now I have my ethereal rings that I can spot whenever the fuck I want.
Okay. Now angels super duper exist here. Lots of people have wings and angels, and so it doesn't have the total mind-blowing effect it had in the white ink, but it definitely still is impressive nonetheless. So go ahead and roll plus charisma.
So hold on. Before I want to pop my wings.
Yep.
And I want to say, I am peaceful for the most part. I smile kind of menacingly. I am. What would you call? And I want to kind of give him a little weird. What would they call it in this realm? I'm a paladin. I'd say in quotations.
Oh.
Your Torm has been corrupted. He is no longer what he used to represent. He has fallen, as has your king, Jared.
Okay, roll at advantage. Roll charisma at advantage. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, 21. You can see that he's kind of ignoring you as you leave, because the words you are saying are blasphemous, slanderous, they're illegal, they're heretical. And he cannot abide them being said. But you can see kind of he's been kind of cleaning a couple glasses, and as you say that, you can see him kind of stop cleaning the glass, as this tone of sincerity and more than a little bit of a threat kind of comes through in your voice. You can tell that it kind of hits home as he stops cleaning the glass. And then as you leave, the rest of you kind of see him just put the glass away, and he throws the towel over his shoulder. And he says,
I'll wait outside. Right,
okay,
sorry.
Yeah. And he looks back and he says, all right. You want my horses?
Yes.
We'll pay for them.
Yeah, or work.
I mean, I guess. You want both? I can sell you one for, average cost of a horse, maybe 27 gold. But I need one horse for myself just to do my normal living adult things.
I understand. Are there other people that we could talk to who also have horses? We just need to get to a place quickly.
I mean, the blacksmith, he might have one. The blacksmith might have two, actually. I think I've seen him with 2 horses before. And the fruit merchant, he's probably got one.
Okay.
So I can sell you one for, 25 gold, and you pay the gold piece for the soup.
Do we have that much money?
Yeah, you do. Yep.
And it wouldn't totally like break us?
No, I figure I think what Galdrick has is basically what you all have, because there hasn't been any people kind of going out of their way to spend extra amounts. So you probably all have 18 gold.
Just because, like, if we want to buy four, then we can't do 25 per.
Do you need anything done that
you
we
did
could
get one
maybe
for free,
That's true.
and you don't know what anybody else is going to charge for theirs.
Fair enough.
Do you know if there's any horses that are...
And Slump is making the shape of like a really fat sausage.
Slump likes to be maneuverable.
He like hunches down, like he's like crouching and like going side to side to show how stable he is.
I mean, I've got my miniature horse, but it's not really good for riding.
What makes you say it's not good for riding?
Well, he's just so small.
Is he small?
He's very small. He's just a small horse.
He's just really small?
He's just really small.
Oh, he's really small.
He's really small. He's very strong, but I don't think he's good for riding.
Oh, well. How strong is he?
I mean, he pulls, big amounts, numbers that are within reason, something less than 40 tons, but more than 100 pounds. Somewhere in there.
Could he carry Slump?
He could definitely carry Slump, but he's so small. He's not good for riding, is he?
Does he have a name yet?
Well, I know he's just a little small horse that I have.
How much you want? I
want Slump to like empty out if he has any of those gems that he left over that are probably worth like fucking yeah. I want Slump to literally just empty all of them, everything that he has in his pockets, all of his gold, all of his fucking jewels, everything.
You want the small horse?
Slump wants orb.
I mean, okay, I'll go get him.
Give Slump orb.
And he kind of goes into the back, and you hear a door to outside open, and then you hear the door open again, and you hear clip clop hoofs as he kind of walks in. This very small, extraordinarily stout and round and fat, little tiny miniature horse, and he's like, he's not worth that much.
That's okay. You can have the rest because we caused you problems.
There was no problem at all, he says as he like sweeps all the gems into a bag kind of thing. No problem at all. No one needs to hear about any of this. You've been excellent customers.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Slump can give you more.
No, that's quite all right. This is excellent. This is great.
Okay.
And you now have a very small, extraordinarily fat and stout horse.
Yay.
What color is he?
He's like a tawny brown.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. I want Slump to like walk up to this horse and like get down to basically fucking crawling on his stomach level to get face to face with this horse.
Yeah.
And I want him to say like,
your name is Orb. Slump's gonna take care of you now.
And just gives you like a big lick right on the nose.
Slump likes the ball horse dog.
And then like as you meet its eyes, you notice that like one of the eyes is a little bit askew and kind of looking at the middle of its face. So like one eye is looking at you perfectly and the other one's kind of looking at the center of its own nose.
His tongue is hanging out a little bit.
A little bit. A little bit.
I want Slump to like stand there. He stands back up and then tries to reach his hand out as though he's like gonna rest his hand on top of Orb.
Yeah.
But the orb is so small that he like misses with his hand and then he has to like really lean down to still complete the action.
Yeah. And when you
Your
do,
legs are gonna drag when you ride him. It's gonna be awesome.
and when you do pat it, like this thing it's fat and it's jolly, but it is fucking strong. Like your hand is not light, and this horse doesn't give like a millimeter as you kind of pat it. Like it doesn't give way at all. This is a horse that is built for fucking trucking.
Fucking awesome.
Horse truck instead of horse bus.
That's right.
This is more like what this is like horse wrecking ball.
Yeah. Horse bulldozer.
Horse bulldozer, exactly. Yeah.
All right, 2 out of 5.
And
Unless-
I'll sell you one of my other horses, like one of the real horses too.
Oh,
I
great.
mean, you can just have it. Honestly, he paid way too much for little Orb. You're calling him?
Orb.
Yeah, you paid way too much for Orb, so you can just have one of the other horses.
Hey, lovely, thank you.
No problem. It
I'm
also
gonna write
doesn't
you a
have
great
name.
Yelp review.
Oh, that really helps when people just kind of walk out of this and just start yelping good things about it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it really helps me.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, no, the other one also doesn't have a name. Name it whatever you want.
Well, we've got Korig and we've got Orb. Well, we'll have to see who's assigned to the horse, and then they can
All right.
name.
Well, thank you very much. I'll give you your soups to go. And he pours them into paper bags. And he's like, you're going to want to eat that quick. Bag's
Why
going
is
to
the
give.
gnocchi soup? Okay, thank you.
Soup in a bag?
Yep. You're going to want to eat
Holy
it. The
shit.
bottom of that bag's going to give out real quick. You're going to want to eat that stuff
What
super
the
quick. You
Can I have a
guys,
straw or a spoon, or maybe just straw?
we haven't invented straws yet.
A piece of straw, I mean.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can have a piece of straw. I guess straws did exist, didn't they?
So, Jake, we have Korik. We have 3 horses, and we have 5 people. Do you think any of us can ride double?
I mean, wait, is Guldrick still small or is he big now?
No, I'm still tiny.
Yeah, still a little
I
guy.
wasn't sure if you were like full Tyrael form or whatever nonsense.
No.
Okay.
That would be cool, but also I want to stay true to Guldrick.
I mean, I could ride doubles, I guess. Do we have enough money for more horses? Because like if a horse gets a boo-boo or like one gets really
That's
sleepy,
true.
it might be good. If we're running at like max capacity and something happens, we are boned.
Nice, good point. Okay, should we go talk to the blacksmith?
Yeah, I think you said the blacksmith had like 2?
Yeah.
Something? I don't know.
Yeah, let's go talk to the blacksmith. Where's
Let's go talk
he?
to the blacksmith.
Where's the blacksmith? Where is
But
he?
am I even with them or still outside?
Where's
I was gonna say I
blacksmith?
want to
Can we
grab
go talk to the
Galdrick. I'm
blacksmith?
sorry I asked you to leave, but thank you for leaving. I was worried you were
whatever.
gonna kill
I don't-
everybody.
You know what? I
and-
don't even care.
I mean, we might want to adjust the strategy here because we're pretty much just saying, hey, your dear leader is a piece of poop and is dead and is not in charge. And then
It's very
and then we have to
confrontational.
talk out of it, yeah. So maybe we could just be like, hello, I buy horse here, money back.
Yeah, no religion,
Shouldn't-
no politics.
Shouldn't we
I'll
be
just wait
preparing
outside.
people for the deep? Shouldn't we prepare people for the deep theological questions that they're going to have to face in light of this
No.
new evidence that is incontrovertible and they're going to be faced with sooner or later? Isn't
No.
it better to start the existential crisis now rather than later?
No.
I mean, everyone's got their
Slump is
paths.
convinced.
We also
Slump's
have a
convinced.
big.
That was a very
Okay, great.
confident
Well, that's
no.
good.
I mean, the Rice Girl's just gonna show up and be like, boom, what's up, dudes? We're gonna do magic now. And everyone will be like, okay, you're cool. And that's it.
Okay.
I mean, have you never seen like a new nation birthed?
Well,
Have you?
Slump can't remember what he had for
I mean,
breakfast,
no,
so.
But, you know, it can't be that hard. I mean, dudes do it all the time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, there's like bunches of them. It can't be that hard,
Okay.
right? I mean, the Ula did it.
Yeah.
Big true.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll wait outside.
Okay. You guys head over to the blacksmith, and the sun is very much going down. Like there's just kind of a bit of sun over the treetops and over the hilltops. That's about it. It's well into evening at this point. Blacksmith is still working away. He's just shaping metal at this point, not hammering things. It's more like you know, they have those like round things and they kind of roll it on the round thing. He's doing that. You know, the blacksmith rolly round metal thing.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, yeah, I'm very well versed in all of the old words.
What?
Yeah, you know, he's doing
The
that
rolling
thing.
around metal
The
thing.
rolling around metal thing, you know, that blacksmiths do. He's doing that.
I'm just upset.
Yeah, that makes sense. I got it.
Yeah,
I'm tracking.
okay, good.
can
I
that
see
in
it,
my
and I'm
mind.
so obsessed. I'm so upset that nobody knows what the rolling around thing is that I wait outside.
Okay.
Goldrick, you don't need to.
It's fine. That just pisses me off.
No, wait.
The rolly round thing.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at machine stuff. What the fuck does that do? What is it for?
I don't even know what you're talking about, if I'm honest.
What the roll around? What is it? Does he put the I don't understand.
And you can see he's like rounding a pauldron on it, kind of thing.
Do you mean a fucking anvil?
No, well, I guess do they use the round piece of the anvil for that? I'm picturing more
What's a
like
lathe?
a trailer hitch. Don't they have like
No,
a
it's not a
like a
I
trailer
mean, I
hitch?
think there's just different shaped anvils, but I mean, I'm not a fucking blacksmith.
Yeah, me
so
neither. It's the fucking rounding thing that they make round metal on, man. It's
Yeah,
the rounding thing.
Like the
Guys,
shaping?
It's a rounding thing.
Oh
The
my
shape.
god, we have gotten way off track because it's a
I'm
fuck.
so
it's the,
upset.
you know
right
what? The blacksmith is hammering away. He's got an anvil and a hammer and a hot piece of metal, and he's doing blacksmith shit as he's just fucking hammering it. And there's no
I'm gonna
round
go to the
thing
guy.
anywhere. Everything is straight lines that he's working on. It's just fucking big, long, flat pieces of metal. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is all I can make because I don't know any other blacksmithing words.
Well, that guy seems really dumb.
I'm not sure he's really suited to his profession.
He's at exactly his IQ level. He nailed it perfectly.
Welcome to Steve's Straight Iron Metal Shop. You guys want some Steve's Straight Iron?
Wow.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll give you a sample of Steve's Straight Iron for free. This one's
Let's
on the
see this.
house. He hands you a long, thin, straight piece of metal. Here you go.
Is it sharp?
That's Steve's. No, I don't know how to do sharp. I do straight. This is straight metal right there.
You are a really bad blacksmith.
I am a great blacksmith. You come here, people come from all high and low to come see Steve's Straight Metal Shop. Can I do
It's a
something
sight to
for you?
Oh,
Oh my god.
What can I do for you?
Oh my
I got straight metal. I sure hope you want some straight metal because that is literally the only thing I got going for me.
do you have a horse named Straight Metal?
I do. How did you know his name?
Oh my gosh.
Great fucking metal.
That's
It is.
amazing. How did you
Straight
know his
metal.
horse? My horse's name was Straight Metal. I don't remember what you said.
No, that's it. Oh,
Yeah,
you got
Straight
it.
Metal.
Can we are
He'd be
going
getting
on a
more
long
agitated
journey.
just by talking to himself.
I ain't getting agitated. You're getting agitated. Fucking
you mi-
straight metal.
Are you
Listen, are
upset?
you here to buy straight metal or not? You tell
No.
me, huh? I got straight metal to
No.
sell.
Not
You're not here to
interested in
then
the
get the
metal.
fuck out of my shop. I got
We're interested
this
in another
straight metal
thing.
ain't gonna make itself.
I think
I
it
can't- you-
will.
Jake, you talk to this guy. I don't know.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey, you want some straight metal?
You know, I think I might want some straight metal.
Oh hell
but
yeah! I got all kinds of straight
As
metal.
you-
I got long
I
straight
mean, hey,
metal. I
look
got
at-
short
I know.
straight metal.
Those are very good
I got
lengths.
the blackened straight metal. I got the polished straight metal. I got you. Just tell me what kind of straight metal you want. I'll give you straight metal.
I mean, here's sort of my curvy conundrum to your straight metal.
Whoa!
you know,
we don't use the
ways.
c
I
word in
know,
here. We don't use the
but
c word in here. This is the.
Here's well,
Yeah.
let me shoot straight with you then.
Oh, I like you. Yeah.
See, I have these little baby noodle arms, and I want to buy so much straight metal
Yep.
that I'm going to need some kind of animal that has 4 legs and is a horse, and I do not have.
Oh shit! You want my
And I
straight
mean,
metal?
I
and
do.
he
I
points
see.
to his horse.
Yes.
Oh,
I would like that.
I see. You want like a package deal. You want some straight metal, carry all that straight metal you're going to buy. So you're going to buy some
Yes.
straight metal. so you can buy some straight metal.
In a way, we will do the first step first because I need the straight metal before I can get the straight metal. So yes.
Sure, that makes sense. If you got all that straight metal, you don't have straight metal to put it on. What you gonna do with all the straight metal?
Yep, that is the crux of my straight metal problem.
All right, how much you want to pay for straight metal?
I don't know. I think horses are like 20 gold. Is that
straight
right?
metal's a great horse, though.
I mean,
straight metal's a great fucking horse.
We have a horse that is just a sphere with tiny legs.
Well, this one's does that help me? I don't understand the point of that. Do you want to trade?
It's a pretty good horse. No, I'm saying like the bar for horses that we have is super high.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So, like, I don't know about horse cost, but I know about horse quality. You know what I mean?
Well, straight metal is about great horse quality you can get. And he slaps it on the ass and it kicks him in the chest and he goes flying backwards.
Okay, cool. That's good. You're probably unconscious now. I will take this horse.
Straight metal's good horse. Got to walk up from behind him. Forgot about that. Straight metal doesn't appreciate being surprised.
Did we rest between our last fucking shindig in the city and now? Or is this all the same day?
All the same day.
Okay, sweet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey. Hold on, I get to count all of this money that I'm going to pay you for this horse named Straight Metal. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, you count that. He's worth at least 50 gold.
I'll sort of like put one gold piece in one of his hands.
Yep.
And then put the other gold piece in the other hand.
Yeah.
And then cast Modify Memory when his hands are full.
Oh my god. All right, burn the spell slot.
Okay.
What's the fucking memory you're gonna buy? No, it's gonna be he agreed to sell it for 2 fucking gold pieces.
Well, I mean, yes, he sold me the gold. And I can only do it for today. It can't be a long distance thing. And also, he heard that Jared was dethroned because Raisko beat him in honorable combat. And this Archmage Raisko is going to be the new leader, and magic is the best.
Holy shit, that's a lot of. What's the fucking limit on modify memory? That seems like an insane amount of stuff to say in one. He learned a lot of shit with one spell.
I'm not casting it at higher level. Oh, he does get to make a wisdom saving throw.
I think we kind of did away with a lot of the saving throws.
I can affect the target's memory of an event that it experienced within the last 24 hours.
Okay.
I can permanently eliminate all memory of an event, allow a target to recall an event with perfect clarity to exacting detail, change its memory of details of an event, create a memory. You must speak to the target to describe how its memories are affected, and it must be able to understand your language. Boring. Its mind will fill in gaps.
Okay. So the create a memory is like you can just that's kind of what you're doing here is you're creating a memory.
I have to be able to wrap that shit up in a minute, and it can't be illogical or cause it to kill itself.
Okay.
Or like harm itself, sorry.
Okay, damn, that's a fucking powerful fucking spell. Yeah, okay, sure. So lay it on me exactly what he remembers now.
Oh, he remembers that he got a message that Jared was defeated in honorable combat, and the new leader is Raisko, the Archmage, and he's super cool, and he's supposed to like spread the word because his establishment is the best straight metal establishment, and everyone always comes to him. And then he was talking to us when we came in about how awesome Raisko is, and we were like, "Hey, can we buy that horse?" And he liked us so much, he sold it for 2 gold.
Okay. Well, holy shit, this guy.
You need to reroll wizard.
I know, holy fuck. With the modified 5e rules, wizard's pretty fucking strong. Yeah, he just kind of like, as you do that, he's like, all right, enjoy straight metal.
Okay, Ducky, you too, man. And like, hey, magic is dope. So like, maybe with all that straight metal, you could start doing magic wands and stuff. Wizards totally like those.
Big
and
fucking
staves.
metal wands and staves. Hell yeah.
Dude, you got to get on that. It's big changes, my dude.
He pulls out a little notepad and he starts writing Steve's straight metal wands and staves and starts like trying different fonts and stuff like that.
You should probably go sans serif. The straight is like your thing.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right, sounds good. Well, yeah, appreciate all the work. I don't remember exactly why I agreed to 2 gold, but hey, you know what? You're a fine fella who's obviously well versed in the magics that I find just oh so delicious. So you just make sure to treat old straight metal real good. Don't remember why my chest hurts so bad, but so it reminds me, don't stand behind him when you slap him on the ass.
Oh, you got it. That's super smart. Okay, keep it straight and metal, buddy.
You betcha.
Yep. Okay.
How'd that go?
Hey guys, I got the horse.
Hey, perfect.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
How much did you pay?
20. What's the normal price for a horse? That much. That's how much I paid for it. The normal price, I paid 2.
2, damn.
I look at Goldrick and I was like, yeah, I can't. I'm doing a thing. I paid 2.
Hey, wait, what? What'd you say?
2 gold pieces. I paid 2 gold pieces for a horse.
Oh, you overpaid. You overpaid. Look at Slump.
Hold on, wait. Okay, I tried to be super good and I tried to be honest, and I'm still.
No, all I'm saying is look at Slump's horse. Look at this. Look at this majestic beast.
Look
We paid
at
2
him, look
gold
at
for
Orm.
that. I assume a blacksmith's horse is kind of big and beefy.
Yeah, oh yeah, the blacksmith horse is like, it's called straight metal, and it looks like it fucking earned that name. This is a straight metal horse.
Yeah, that I kind of like. Once again, point to Slump's horse. You couldn't get anything close to this piece of majesty, huh? And I like scritch the dumb horse's chin.
And as you do,
Aw.
like that eye that's already kind of askew and cross-eyed just kind of goes a little bit more cross-eyed, and the tongue lolls out just a little bit more out of its
I
mouth.
don't know. I'm picturing the chicken from Moana right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's a very good idea of the face.
I love Orb.
Yeah.
Orb.
All right. Should we maybe go get Korig and then see where we're at?
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Do a count after? Oh, wait, did we need another horse from the same blacksmith guy?
Oh shit. Did they have 2?
The innkeeper thought he might.
Well,
Wait, don't we have 3 horses?
I mean, I already melted his brain a little bit, and he only sold me 1, so I don't think I can like double dip on that one.
no, wait, don't we have 3 horses?
Yes.
We have the front guy. We have the front guard. We have the innkeeper, and then we have the thing. I mean, you
But
two.
But there's 5 of us.
Oh right, I keep thinking. I forget this jackass is here, and I point to Azar.
I mean, if you want to make things easier, I can just cast levitate on myself and just kind of hold on to one of you guys.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds pretty
you do
easy.
that?
Fly behind you
You
like
can
a
hold on
kite.
to me and Orb.
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping to be a little bit further off the ground.
You and me can fly with Orb.
Okay, I'm basically going to be a human cape at that point.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
Though?
that is pretty
Isn't
good.
that pretty cool?
Okay, I've been basically the most powerful being in this universe for thousands of years. So
Yeah.
you understand, this is a bit of a step down, right? To be a human cape for a man riding a demented
Do you
horse.
want us to get you a
Well-
horse, or okay? Let me ask you a question. Do you want your balls to hurt for a few weeks, or do you want to be a human cape? Because let's face it, that's what it is.
I guess probably human cape then, huh?
Hey, human cape it is.
All
Human
right.
Cupid is coming right up.
I didn't have balls for long, but let me tell you, ouch.
Yeah. Now they're a giant pain in the, well, I guess kind of dick.
Yep. I guess
Hear
the
it.
front guard doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
So yeah, you guys have the front gate's horse, the innkeeper's horse, you have Orb, and you have the blacksmith's horse.
Shopping episode.
Yeah.
What was that?
Wait, we have the innkeeper. I thought the innkeeper's horse was Orb.
No, he gave you 2 horses. He gave you the little one
Oh.
and his actual horse.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, then we don't
unnamed
even.
horse.
Yeah, we don't even
Unnamed
need
horse.
to.
Yeah.
He doesn't even need to be a human cape thing because I'm just going to ride on Slump's shoulder.
Yeah.
I weigh 20 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys have enough horses for everybody at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, the
Do we
blacksmith gave you 2?
No.
Or not the blacksmith. The innkeeper gave you 2.
That's how persuasive your very upsetting argument was.
Oh well, I mean it's what I do, so thank you. I take full credit.
Yep.
Oh
We
shit.
wanna-
Horses that are alive need to eat, huh?
Oh, yeah. Also, we're alive. Maybe we should get some hay and granola bars.
You eat hay?
Well, on a trip.
I'll try to give Orb a peanut butter and jelly sandwich from my magical Tupperware.
When you like hold this, I want Slump to like see you doing it, and Slump is so jealous of anyone interacting with Orb that he like tackles you out of the way and grabs a sandwich. And he goes,
Careful, Orb is very sensitive when he's eating.
Okay.
and then like slowly start feeding pieces of the sandwich to Orb, who I'm sure did not even register the people were talking near or about him.
Exactly, yeah. And like as you stick a piece of sandwich in his mouth, it has a real problem with like the peanut butter and the bread and everything.
It's doing the horse like lip thing.
Yes,
with his
exactly, yeah. The lip thing and the tongue is just kind of going all over the place, trying to manage things. And every now and then it goes a little bit more cross-eyed with that one eye, but it looks like it's enjoying it.
Oh, great. Fantasy horse.
I mean, I don't know if this is like healthy for them, or if they're just going to start like shitting like crazy while we ride or something. I don't know how real.
You're gonna have to pay if you're gonna have to deal with it either way. If he has the poops, you're cleaning it.
I think as it finishes the sandwich, you hear like that big, deep gurgle. Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Deep in its gullet, deep in its belly.
Hey, Zarzar dog.
You're talking to me, aren't you?
Yeah, fuckhead.
Uh-huh.
What should we?
Always such a pleasure.
Shut up, asshead.
Okay.
What should we do anything else before we leave town?
I mean,
To
we just
prepare to go.
we've got food, we've got horses, we've got. I think we've got pretty much everything we need. I mean, I don't usually make the trip, right? I just kind of think about it and then I'm there. So it's been a while since I had to plan for a trip. But, horses and food, that's probably all you need, right? That's all normal people need. I'm a little bit worried I'm going to forget something and like starve to death.
There's a chance you will.
Yeah,
I
that
mean-
sucks.
It's all part of the adventure, though.
That's a terrible adventure.
Well,
I guess but yeah, no, I think that sounds about right. I think we're pretty much ready to
Okay.
go.
Okay, well, good.
should we have a little snooze and then take off at first light?
Yes, probably a good idea to recover and, recuperate
Yes,
a
what
little
we're
bit.
thinking that the first time. Yep.
Yep.
Recover and rest. Yep.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
That's what Slump was thinking
that'd be
before
real nice.
Zardog did. Yep. Let's do that. Let's rest. That's Slump was thinking. Okay. All right, break team, go.
Go.
Go, break team, go.
So
We're staying.
I assume
the
you guys are going to
front
stay at
gates.
the,
Front guard's house.
No.
at the front guard's house.
We're best friends now.
Can tend him back to health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like as you guys, you know what? I actually kind of really like that idea. So you guys, it's like getting late into the evening at this point, and you guys are going to head over to the inn, I think, just as, the default, that's where you go to stay. And as you guys are going there, like you hear from the front gate, you're like, hello, can anybody hear me?
Hello, Serpent.
Oh, hello. I don't think I caught your name.
Oh, it's Lou.
Oh, Lou. I was just wondering if maybe you could help me get back home. I realize I can't walk back home, and I kind of don't want to sleep in front of the gate. Maybe if you could help me back to my place,
Oh my gosh, of course.
that would be wonderful. Thank you very much.
Can I help him onto like just laying over a horse?
Yeah, okay. Make a strength check to see if you can lift them up. Unless you want to use super god power to just do it.
I do not.
Okay. So roll plus strength.
I had to look it up. It's nothing.
Okay. It's tough. It's more than 10, so it does happen, but it's like it's not pretty. Yeah, you kind of pull on him a couple times, like oh, but eventually get him thrown over the back of probably straight metal. Let's face it. And you kind of actually no, you put him on fucking Korig, his old horse.
There we go.
And like as you guys are walking back, he's like, "All right, Korig, old boy, you're gonna
I'm not
take
sure.
you're gonna take real good care of these people. I think they're They're good. I think they sure can punch, or that one can. And apparently the other one would just vaporize me, so you're probably in good hands. Anyways, it's just here. And you guys arrive at his house. And, you kind of carry him in. And it's a very, just a normal ass house, right? It's got a wooden tables, a couple wooden chairs, wooden shelves, wooden cups. Everything's wood, apparently, because I don't know what else the medieval... there's probably some stone stuff in there, too. He's got, like, a stone knife. Like the fucking Flintstones or something. I don't know, man. What the hell's in the olden days? Anyways... he kind of pulls out some extra blankets and some extra pillows, and he kind of makes some makeshift beds on the floor. He's like, you guys are welcome to stay here for the night, or as long as you need. But I did hear you guys wanted to get going pretty quick, right?
We do. We're on a very important mission.
Time is a factor.
Yep. All right. You don't let me keep you. You guys can sleep. And help yourselves to any food you want in the morning. And I hope you have safe travels.
Thank you so much for your hospitality, sir.
No problem. Anyone who punches me in the balls that hard deserves a little bit of hospitality.
Oh, that's nice. What a guy.
Kind of like family at that point.
Yeah.
So I think you guys stay the night at the Serpent's house. And the town is very quiet. Like, after a certain point in the night, it's absolutely dead silent. There's no people outside. There's no milling about, no movement. It's just a dead night.
Can I do a thing before it gets too late?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so like as everyone's getting ready to go to bed, I'm a little paranoid because we're just at a dude's house and we have a whole bunch of horses we just bought with like all our money.
Yep.
So I just want to go out and like check, because I don't think this dude has like a fucking stable or anything, right?
No, he's just got like a hitching post.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I just want to go out, check on all the horses, feed all the horses.
Yep.
Make sure Galdrick's not there.
Yep.
And then gently whisper prayers of horse bus to all the horses.
Okay.
Not summoning him or anything.
No,
just kind of
yeah.
like planting the little horsey seed.
Yeah.
Can I Yoda and like grab my chest and know that something's wrong?
A disturbance.
Yeah, I think this is the way it goes. You go up to straight metal, right? And you kind of pat him and you feed him and you make sure he's doing okay and you whisper a little prayer. And he looks up with kind of a twinkle in his eye. And then you go to the next unnamed horse from the inn and you pat him and you feed him and you say your little prayer to horse bus. And there's a little twinkle in his eye. And then you go to Korig, who is the serpent's horse. You say your prayer and there's a twinkle in his eye. And then you go to Orb. And Orb is just so innocent. You give him a little food, you pat his mane, and you say the prayer to Horsebus, and he looks up and there's a twinkle in his eye. But the twinkle seems stronger than the rest. And that is when there's like this cinematic fucking boo. And Galdrick, you clutch your chest as you feel a mighty disturbance in the forest.
God.
And then you go back inside.
Was so real. No, but almost like a training thing. I wanted to try to establish the connection between like the blessing of Horsebus and a peanut butter sandwich. Because I'm not feeding them real food. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm just feeding them peanut butter sandwiches because that's what I always have.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's almost like like holy food at this point. It's it's almost it's like the fucking sacrament. It's born of the same magic. Yeah. Take and eat of the same magic that made Horsebus kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god.
That's all. And then I'll just come in and be like, okay, dudes, the horses are all fine if you're awake. Okay, they're not. They get stealed. They're good. Okay.
Okay. And the next morning, you guys wake up feeling rested, relaxed. You all are max health again. You all have all your spell slots and ability slots and are completely refreshed for the day of travel ahead of you. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you head out?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah.
Clean up our area and thank the guy.
Yep, he's just like laying in bed, and like you guys kind of lean into the door, and he just kind of like raises a hand. He's like, "Thanks." And you guys start making your way out of. Oh, I was in the totally wrong place on my notes. You guys start making your way out of Alkuz, through the lands of Izo, towards the Free City. And the forest here is much like a lot of the forest. You've spent, honestly, most of your like wandering time in the forests that kind of border Hayland and Izo and above. Like this kind of foresty area is very familiar to you guys. Until you've been traveling for, I guess, probably half a day. It's probably been maybe 8 hours of travel on the horse. It's been pretty uneventful. You see, I don't know, a spooky monster or a wolf or something like that, whatever kind of shit exists out in the wilds. Until the forest kind of changes a little bit, and it's kind of in an imperceptible kind of way. It just feels different deep in your plums. And after 6 more hours of traveling, you find yourselves leaving the forest the way that you came in it. Like somehow you walked in a straight line and you came out of the forest in the same area that you went into it.
What the fuck?
Oh dear.
Hey, Lou Dog, can you take a look and see if there's some,
And he has like the Jack Sparrow hands.
can you look and see?
Yeah.
I want to turn on my Incavision.
Yeah, okay. Man, I gotta fucking account for that shit more often.
Thank you,
God.
Slump.
Whoa,
Thank you,
Forrest
Slump.
is hunted.
Yeah. So when you turn on your Incovision, you see it's like thin streaks of green ink kind of woven through the trees and through the air, kind of deeper into the forest. So there's a lot of normal forest, and then way far in, you see that all of a sudden all the trees and the air are woven in some weird way.
Does it look different than the borders do?
Yes, completely different.
There's definitely something going on. Right here, it's kind of normal, but then as we get further in, all of the trees and landscape is kind of woven in a way. I wonder if we hit it and then it spits us back around or mirrors.
What color is it?
It's green.
It's green, right?
Yeah, it's green.
Is it like the word for when you make something fake out of magic that I should know?
Illusion.
An illusion.
Yeah, can I do like a Arcana check or something like that?
Yep, absolutely. And so if ever you want to just use God power to just succeed something, just let me know. Otherwise, yeah, you'll just be rolling with your normal stats. But if ever you want to juice it up.
Okay. Hey, Azar.
Yeah.
I'm new to this whole 3/5 of a key. I mean, of a god.
Yeah.
Key. Anyway.
That's a weird word.
I know, right? I don't know why I said it. It's been a long day. I'm wondering, do you think that knowing things is like using the powers? Do you feel like you tapped into the same source when you were trying to like really see a thing?
I mean, I kind of used the power for everything. So, yes.
That makes sense, I think.
Yeah, I don't understand why you haven't just taken us there.
Well, because of Volley Dog. I mean, Slump and
that's
Galdrick
right.
and Jake, do you want me to... I mean, how much do you want me to tap into it?
Into what specifically?
Into the powers.
Well, I would say, how comfortable are you with fighting dumbass?
Not greatly, not a lot.
No, right, the cube.
You know what I've been thinking? Because Galdrick's arrow worked, I kind of want to throw that sphere at the cube. Also, there's the little mount that the mirror was on kind of had a similar non-ink nature to it. You know what I mean? Like it just was empty. Anyway, maybe I could just teleport us there and then chuck the sphere at him and see how it goes.
Slump thinks that's probably a bad idea.
Oh, okay.
A pretty bad idea.
Oh, I mean,
Slump's thinking that that seems like it's skipping a few steps that old Volley Dog would probably expect. And if we're there and we're committing to that idea, we kind of got all of our eggs in one basket. Because if it doesn't work, what the fuck
that's
do we
true.
do then?
That's a fair point.
Then we're in big trouble.
Yeah.
And not to like bring up sunk cost, but we did like a whole day of walking, which is dumb, and then we got horses, and they're great, but you know.
Well, that's
Not
just
bikes.
it.
Yeah, I know. They're
them
not
now.
bikes. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I'm tired of riding now, and I just want to be there.
Slump thinks the same way, but Slump thinks that if we can prevent Volley Dog from knowing where we are, especially if we're going to be checking on Mr. Zandalari's journal, then we don't want Mr. Volley Dog to know that or to know anything about that or even where we were. And if we do that, there's a good chance he'll know where we are.
You guys are right, but it's like we just got a brand new, Ferrari, and I'm just towing it around behind me.
Well, first things first, you got to learn how to control it. Okay,
That's true.
Bless. You're okay. So, did you remember the thing that I told you about? From
A shield for magic.
and specifically, what's it?
It's an anti-magic shield. I remember.
Very well. Do you know what that does?
Well, it deflects magic.
And
something.
more importantly,
And
it
does.
it will also block magical items.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the cube.
When that happens, you protect yourself. Okay? Sorry, Jake. Sorry, Slump. We're all expendable. Plus, I'm immortal. So, take care of yourself.
Let's modify that to he's expendable. We're like, please don't, and you maybe be priority.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you're the priority here, okay? I think we can all say that. I look at my fellow men, my fellow gentlemen, right? I'm like, we would all gladly lay our lives down for you, right? Right?
Don't do that. Live, please.
I kind of wiggle a hand at Slump, right? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go take a shit. I'm just gonna go take a shit.
Oh, he left. No, he's gone.
Tried.
Oh no, but like riding the horse, this sucks. And like I kick my foot over. I imagine I'm on straight metal, which is funny because I'm tiny and he's jet. But
Yeah.
I just sit side saddle.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is like way more comfortable. I would do this.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. But then like one ass cheek kind of gets the bumps, so you just do a little, and I like kick both feet over his head and like spin to the other side, like, and then you just kind of do this, and even.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And I imagine straight metal as this fucking beef train of a horse is like no small bump, no twig, no nothing stops him from moving ahead, but it is not a smooth ride. Like I imagine he's got to have one of those kind of ugly fucking, what's the term for when
a gate?
The bouncing of the horse. It's like the canter or the not the canter, but yeah, the whatever that. Yeah, whatever the term is for when the horse bounces up and down. I suck with words.
I think it's gait.
Is
like
that
the horse's
gait?
Sure.
Is that just the length of the stride? I don't know.
I thought it was like the manner of the stride. Like it's all things
The trots?
concerning stride.
Yeah,
That's
whatever
like
it
a
is.
speed.
Basically, his back slams into your ass really hard.
Sweet.
The trot is
Oh,
the
wait.
up and down. Okay.
What's up?
We don't have saddles, do we? Like, do we have proper tack and shit, or are we just barebacking these with like blankets?
The straight metal was just fucking bareback. The Korrig and the unnamed horse.
Fuck them. I don't give a shit about them.
Okay, yeah, no, freaking.
I'm gonna cast a spell slot to enchant my pants to dampen the the bumping of the ride.
It is gate, by the way. Yeah. So he's got an ugly gate. This thing is fucking rocking your world. So, anyways, what were you saying about how to smooth that out?
If I burn a spell slot, can I use enchant, but instead of using it to make my shit better, I'll just do what I did to my shoes before and make it so my pants are like have like
Gotcha.
hover cheeks so
Yeah.
that I don't batter my fucking undercarriage.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
I'll burn a slot
Yeah,
for the flavor.
okay, good,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna take a rough ride.
Yeah, okay, that honestly makes sense because this would be fucking like a half a day of that shit. That would be insane.
Yeah, okay, so retcon, I did that after a fucking hour. And
Yeah, that
then when I
makes
did the
sense.
like kicking side saddle thing, Lou probably noticed that I was like hovering off its back. And I was sort of like shaking my legs. Oh, it's way better like this. Trust you, try it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
The other horses are riding horses, so their gait is much nicer, and they're actually equipped for riding. Okay. Yeah. So
So I won't use God power.
okay. Yeah.
and
you
I'll
can,
try it.
Yeah, you can roll plus intelligence to see if you can figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a 2. Plus 3 is 5. It looks like magic. There's definitely magic in there.
There's something magical happening. I can
Well, no
tell you that.
shit.
Well, now we know that
It's
is
like slap
magical.
a tree.
One thing I will say, it's tough with a roll that low, but I will say it seems. No, the roll's too low.
How about I'm gonna ask
Jake, when you see a spell that was like this,
and I describe the shape of the ink,
Yeah.
and I maybe like move my hands as if I were creating the spell, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Do any magic doers in the party know what that might be?
I mean, like, I can't see the ink, but hold on. Can I either give Lou advantage, because I also believe it's an illusion, I brought that up,
yeah.
or just roll myself to figure out what it is?
Yeah, so good. Yeah, Jake, you can go ahead and roll intelligence based on what Lou is showing you and stuff like that.
I forgot my modifier, sorry.
Okay, 11. I've actually forgotten. It is so. What you're kind of gathering between the two of you, and I wish I remembered the name of the spells, but words are just not good for me today. It is an enchantment to basically make navigation harder. So it's
Okay.
not an illusion. It's like a confuse spell kind of thing. So it makes it very confusing while you're in there. You get turned around, you can't follow simple directions. So when you think you're going in a straight line, you're not actually going in a straight line. So it's like a confused spell. And I don't remember, it's like
okay.
an enchantment. I don't remember what the
Seeming?
oh, that might be it. I don't know. But basically that's what it is.
Oh, no, that's not it, sorry.
Yeah, and it will take a very concentrated effort of navigation to overcome it, or some sort of a dispel magic on the entire forest.
Not doing that.
I'm not even going to bring that up because I don't want to waste the slots.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll save
yeah.
my ass, but I'm not going to. Priorities.
So the way that this works, now that you kind of know what the hell's going on, the way this works is that you guys will need to all think of a way. So one person will need to roll, plus intelligence to navigate their way through this forest. The DC is incredibly high, and each other person can name a thing that they're going to do to help the navigation, and each thing will lower the DC.
Ooh.
So
I like that. That's
decide
cool.
decide who wants to do the navigating. They'll be doing the roll.
And
I
are,
mean,
are we going on a day by day basis? Like this is just who's navigating for today, or are we expecting it to just be a 1 day trip?
It should be basically it'll be day by day if you need different days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it going to be is it a wisdom check?
It will be an intelligence check.
Okay.
Slump doesn't think he should do it, honestly. Yeah. Slump thinks that's probably a better one for someone else.
I
Is
think
this the nature part of it or the magic part of it?
This is basically just the like thinking your way through the confusion. It's just trying to basically brute force, trying to undo what the magic is doing. Like you can't dispel the magic because there's way too much of it. So unless you can think of another way to nullify the magic, the only other thing you can do is counteract it with a lot of very good thoughts. So this is going to be the person who's thinking their way through the navigation.
Hey Lou, as far as you can see, is it like the whole forest? Like, does it go super far?
It was like, yeah, yes.
Yeah,
So we
just
can't-
straight.
We can't just like go around it.
Okay, wait a minute. So we're right in front. We're right back where we started, right? The village.
No, you're still like in the forest, but it's like when that change happened, when I kind of like your gut kind of felt something inexplicable change. You're right at the border of that, right at the where the forest becomes enchanted.
Ah, fuck. Okay, so how far would we be to go back to the village?
Maybe 8 hours.
Fuck. Okay, because I have a really fun idea. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Okay, can I do stupid cheese for stupid flair?
Okay, all right. I'm willing to entertain the idea.
It's literally gonna be. I'm gonna do the same thing regardless. It's just what I want to use it with is a little bit funnier.
Okay.
I want to use my wings. I want to teleport back to the blacksmith, straight metal.
Yep.
And I want to walk in and be like, "Hey, I need like 2 really straight pieces of metal."
I got all the straight metal you need, man. You want them long or short? You want them thick or thin? What you want? What kind of straight metal you want?
I want them wide. I want 2 wide, straight pieces of metal that are at least, I would say, at least 3 feet big, 3 feet long.
Those little baby pieces of metal. I got tons of that.
Yeah, that'll take forever. Give me 5 foot long, 1 foot wide, straight pieces of metal.
All right, sure, I got that. That'll be a gold piece each.
I give them 2 gold pieces.
Yep, I can't count very good. That sounds good to me.
Okay. Oh, what? Okay. Thank you. And I like
He gives you
walk out
17
hauling
pieces of metal. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. It's not that bad. You get your 5 pieces of metal.
Okay, and then I want to wings right back to the party and say, "All right, I figured it out." I want to teleport back holding these pieces that are twice my size. Okay, here we go. I want to put 1 piece of metal on the ground so it's straight.
Yeah.
And then I want to take the second piece and I want to lay it in front of the one that's straight.
Yep.
That's a straight line. You guys don't get it. Okay. So we're going to walk this way. So I grab the first piece and I walk into the front and I put it directly in front of the second piece. So the metal is forming the straight line for us. So we're relying on a mechanical thing. And the reason why I said flare-wise is because if I couldn't do this, I was going to do it with branches.
Sure. Yeah. I got you. That makes sense.
Oh, dude, that's way smart. Hold on. And I have a cantrip firebolt and I'm just going to burn a hole in the ground so there's like a wisp of... And then another one, and like, okay, cool. We'll just connect the dots with the metal pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
Dope.
When we can't rely on this, we rely on something that we can physically see and something that we cannot be confused by.
That makes sense.
That's a
Look,
good
Mr.
idea.
Teeny
That's a
Tom,
great
that's
idea.
a good idea.
Yeah, I'm out
Nice
for the
work.
week now. That's all I got.
Man, all right, fair enough.
That's all I got.
Totally
That's
exactly.
fair, yeah.
I just wanted an excuse to shoot more fireballs.
I know. You just
And
only you can say forest fires.
I was gonna say,
It's probably not even the forest. It's just magic. Don't worry. It won't burn down.
Okay. All right.
Firebolt.
Stop doing that. Was a bunny.
Oh my god.
no.
Fuck nature.
Okay, so that's my contribution to lowering the DC.
Yep. No, I think
That's
that's
very
perfect.
good.
So we got the lowering of the DC from Galdrick's straight metal. Straight metal. And
I guess I can ride straight metal between the pieces of straight metal and just indiscriminately fire a line of firebolts to make a secondary trail in case the metal moves somehow because magic.
yep.
Did you want to lead, Jake?
Firebolt. Yeah, that's what. I don't care.
Galdrick is way ahead of everyone, just fucking
So fast,
screaming
wow.
straight metal as he's fucking laying down the laying down the tracks.
Slump, what can we do to make it make it easier here.
Yeah, Slump has an idea.
Oh, what?
What Slump will do is Slump, we can head if we
Oh God.
hold on. If Slump poops every 20 steps and we form the steps and we look back in a straight, no, hold on.
Basically, what Slump is trying to suggest is tearing the bark off of the insides of trees as they're going, so that they can always look behind them and try to line up the next trees in front of them so that it forms a straight line.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay.
Cool.
So,
I'll look at the ink.
yeah. And I think you'll probably, I guess.
Firebolt!
Yeah, so I guess Lou, you're the one making the roll, which I think makes
Sure.
sense if you're the
Yeah.
one looking at the ink.
That
Everyone
works.
else is like, you're kind of taking care of them looking at the magic. They're taking care of looking at all the physical. So you can go ahead and roll at advantage with intelligence
Okay.
for a survival roll.
Ugh.
Okay, now I
You
need
know,
to do
guys, we really came together on this one. This is a super
I'm really
good
proud of
plan.
us.
We're working together so well. It's been, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
been
the DC was 12. It was
Oh,
yeah, it was DC 18. I did a -2 for each successful good thing, which brings it down to a DC 12. I couldn't do the mental math quick enough, but yeah, so that with a 13, you do manage to navigate your way through this weird forest. And as you're going, Azar is like, wow, it's been a long time since I had to walk my way through this forest. I forgot how confusing it can be.
Who put these enchantments here?
I'm not sure. They've been here for longer than I have been around. They were like this since before I got my power. They've been like this for forever. I'm not sure if it was
Really?
made or if
Hold
it
on
was
now. So like the fog, the mist, whatever, that shit's been here forever. And there's a magical forest that's been here forever. Are there like other parts of the world that are magic and you just aren't telling us about it?
well, I mean, I don't think the mist has been here forever. I don't think the magic force has been here forever. The stones have been here forever, but the rest have just been here for longer than I've been. The history's a lot longer than 2,300 years. History's like tens of thousands of years old.
Is this like some sort of trap that was set and then the person that trapped it kind of died out and it's no longer needed sort of situation? But it's just still here?
If I had to guess, I would probably say that the gods did this at some point. This seems like god work. Why? I don't
gods.
know, but the gods do crazy shit like this all the time.
dickheads, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I don't.
I mean, not Ogma though. Ogma's
Fuck
cool.
Ogma.
I mean,
Ogma's cool.
I'm not gonna deny when I was, all powerful. I thought a couple times about literally destroying all the gods.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I never did it, but I did think, maybe it would make things easier. But I did. Lou, if you'd like to, I totally understand the designer.
We'll just cross that bridge.
That makes sense. But yeah, I had forgotten how confusing this forest was. It had been so long. Next, I believe we'll be coming up to the savannah.
Oh.
And sure enough, after you guys travel for 5 or 6 hours through the forest, you end up making your way. Nope, never mind. I thought you could shorten the trip, but I didn't make a way to shorten the trip, so you need to camp in the forest.
Ah, fuck.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's a
Earlier.
spooky place to sleep.
Yeah, the earlier survival roll, you got to skip time. This one, there's no skipping time. This one was just to fucking whether or not you can make it through. You can make it through, but you do have to spend a night in the forest with how vast it is.
We
So,
should probably have someone kind of keep watch throughout the night and trade off.
Wait.
Oh, what?
Wait, hold on. I just start going through my, occasionally saying, wait. It takes like 5 minutes. I'm going through it.
Holy shit, Jake.
Wait.
let's go.
Wait.
You
Wait, hold on.
okay? All right.
Well, but shouldn't we just?
How's it going? Is it going okay over there now? Is it all right? Okay, good job.
Oh, wait. Okay, I found it. It is a 4th level spell, and I can do a thing, and we can stay in the bubble.
Oh, that will protect us.
Hold on. It's in the book. I'm reading the book. Hold on.
No, you take your time.
No, wait. Let me read.
Does it help if we talk to you and encourage you? You're doing great.
Slump's
Keep
gonna list
reading.
his favorite 100 words.
Okay.
Magic, spell, cast, don't, safe, caution, help, dangerous.
It's a weird list of words.
That's not what I would have thought for Slump's favorite.
Yeah, I know.
You're a real complex kind of guy, Slump.
Yeah, Slump has a lot of feelings.
Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
you can
It
take
was a
multitude.
different thing. It was a different thing. I was reading it wrong. It's lower. It's small. Okay, everybody huddle together. Don't put your arms out. It'll get chopped off. And I'll just cast Tiny Hut, which is like literally a magic tiny fucking spherical hut.
Oh my god, like a fucking
the horses
hobbit
in
house
here.
kind of thing.
Nine creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you. It'll fail if there's more. Creatures inside the dome can move freely through it. All others are barred from passing. Spells and other magical effects can extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside's comfortable, and it lasts 8 hours.
Oh
good
my
spell.
god.
Fucking sick.
Holy shit. So wait, as
It's
for
just called Tiny
things,
Hut.
things coming into it, I'm probably going to need to, I mean, hey, no spoilers. We're probably going to need to deal with things coming into it. Nothing can enter it?
Hey, I'll just copy pasta for you.
Holy shit.
I mean, I'm sure it can be like dispelled or broken.
Oh,
but it
yeah,
doesn't
sure.
Specify.
Take that, D&D.
But for the things that I have planned,
Within the dome, when you cast it, can move freely through. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
wow.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the. So that's stupid and broken. There's absolutely should be a way to break it, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a dispel magic would do it. But what I had planned doesn't have dispel magic.
Were they bats?
boom! Tiny hut.
Oh my god. It's a powerful fucking spell. Damn. Okay. That's
Third
okay.
level. Get on the wizard train, everybody. I can even fit the horses.
I was just gonna say, like, you guys have exactly 9, so that's about as tight as you can
Dang.
fucking call it.
Yahoo!
I was about to fucking DM cheese it and be like, I think Slump at late at night is playing with his little Kevin chicken egg, and fucking Kevin the chicken pops out, and that's the 10th person. The whole spell
breaks it.
collapses. But no, I don't think we need to do that.
Let's put the horses outside. Who gives a shit?
That's true.
How dare you?
Fuck them.
No, absolutely not.
So
The dome is opaque from the outside, any color I choose, but transparent from the inside.
Ooh.
What color?
Um,
What's like? Is the forest mostly brown? Is it mostly like reddy orange? Is it green? Is
super
it
green.
deciduous? Yeah, I'll
Like
just
like fucking
try to copy
green
the green.
haze, kind of like freakishly weirdly enchanted green. Okay. So the night passes. And as morning comes, the 8 hours of the spell have elapsed. Now I need to figure out what the fuck is gonna happen. Just a sec. I wasn't.
level 3 spell destroys the campaign.
Yeah, well, wasn't
Did it.
expecting a fucking. Wasn't expecting a fucking tiny hut. Holy
Tiny
shit.
Spell's just called don't.
Yeah. Okay. So then, the next morning arrives. The dome drops, and
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine.
an arrow whizzes past your face, Jake. An arrow whizzes past your face, Slump. and an arrow embeds itself in your head, Galdrick.
Oh my god.
Why?
And you take. It's just. You take 13 damage as an arrow kind of cuts into your face from somewhere out in the woods. And I would like everyone to roll plus dexterity to get on the initiative order.
What the fuck did I do?
It's sticking out of your cheek.
I want to be like, what is that? I want to like snap it off. Somebody's gonna fucking die.
Who did that to my precious teeny tot?
Look at my face!
Oh,
Look at my face! I want to like put my tongue through my cheek.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's fucking
Hang on a second. I
awful.
want to test something. Hold on a second. I want to pop out one of my eyes and I want to pop it through my cheek.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's weird.
god.
Slump throws
I'll put
up
it back in.
violently.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
somewhere in the forest you hear 3 fucking small voices go. Okay. The yeah, okay, +5 to hit. Another arrow comes at you, Lou.
Ooh.
And it hits you for 5d6. It hits you for 15 damage, and you are working with your normal health pool at this point, unless you want to.
No, yeah.
So 15 damage to you. The next arrow goes at Galdrick again. And super duper hits Galdrick for another 5d6 damage.
What? Why?
Get the hut. We need the hut back.
Can I move?
For 26 damage.
Okay, I just die. I just give up and I die.
Holy shit. And the third arrow goes at Slump and just whizzes past your face again, Slump.
Okay.
And now it is Slump. It is your turn.
Okay, so can you describe what I see when I look around in a 360-degree arc?
Yeah. When you just look, you see nothing but trees. If you want to roll plus wisdom, you can try to perceive where these arrows are coming from.
Yes, I would like to.
Yep. Yep. So go ahead and roll plus wisdom. 11. You kind of get a general idea of where they're coming from.
Okay.
They're kind of coming from the, let's see, you guys are going from northwest to southeast. They're kind of coming from the north of you.
Okay,
But you can't see any actual individuals.
Can I yeet one of my javelins out there?
Yep, you absolutely can. So you can roll to attack, and basically you can attack a target that you can't see. It's just you have to roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
So you can roll twice and take the lower of the two numbers.
Fuck.
Oh, the first one was so good too. So I think the javelin just goes hurling off into the distance, and you hear a bit of bush rustling as something had to get out of the way to dodge it.
Okay. Shit.
And Jake, it is your turn.
And we see nothing, right?
Yeah, if you just look, you see nothing. If you can try to perceive with a perception roll.
Okay. Step one, I'm gonna hit the ring. So I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna van.
Yep.
And I guess hold on. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to a spell right away. I'll just look with my magic eye, which are normal eyes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll plus wisdom to try to perceive them. $13 just meets it. You can just barely see 3 shapes of elves hiding up in the treetops to the north of you. And I will now consider them basically identified so that you guys no longer have to roll a disadvantage to attack them.
It's just 3. Okay, got it.
Yeah, 3 wood
They're like
elves.
way up in the fucking trees.
Yeah.
Ding dot, ding dot, up in the trees. I assume you're next.
It is Galdrick next. Yeah, Galdrick, are you actually unconscious?
No, I don't want to be unconscious.
Okay.
How would I?
You've just taken a fucking Mack truck worth of damage, so I'm just wondering how much you got left.
No, I'm not actually unconscious. I'm just taking a fucking lot of damage.
Okay,
but I'm all right.
okay.
I'm okay. I have taken a lot of damage. Should I be stunned? I don't know. I feel like maybe I should be stunned. I took a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah.
I literally took like a fourth of my fucking
Yeah.
in one fucking turn.
Yeah.
I won't be offended if you're like, yeah, you're dazed for a turn.
No, you're okay. I think if anything, your like battle acumen is coming back as you realize like these things were set up overnight as something that was not native to their forest, was super visible as they were on patrol, and so they set up and waited for it to change or for somebody to come out of it or something, and as soon as it dropped, they unloaded.
Got you. And I'm sorry, please remember it. Do we know who it is?
You guys can see 3 wood elves high up in the trees to the north of you, and they are a good distance away. Like, these guys are incredible marksmen and are just kind of plucking you guys down.
So, okay, sorry. What I mean is lore-wise, do we know if these guys are pro-Jared or anti-Jared? Is essentially what I'm trying to get at.
I don't think you have any way of knowing. They don't look like your standard followers of Torm.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I want to. Okay, I'm gonna try a different approach. I'm gonna. Okay, wait. Can I still have one of the arrows sticking out of my head?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I want to say. Okay. I'm gonna. Slump. I'm gonna try something. It might not go well.
Okay, Slump's got your back.
Okay. Okay. And I want to put both of my hands up, and I want to walk towards the woods.
Like walk towards the elves?
Yeah, walk towards the elves.
Okay.
Mind you, I want to essentially have a misty step ready to immediately get behind Slump if I see a wave of arrows headed at me.
Oh God.
So I kind of want to just like, wait! Fuck Torm! Fuck Torm! Fuck Jared! We don't like those guys!
Roll plus charisma. The cutoff for a hard success is 15, and that's so fucking close. We're gonna let Lou have her turn while I decide what effect that's gonna have.
Oh.
Okay. We're not with them! Stop shooting! Let's
Seeing Galdrick do this, I want to back him up and say, on my turn kind of thing, say,
He's right. They've Jared marched on Hayland and lost. He's defeated. We're not with him, and he's not even with this country anymore.
Okay, go ahead and roll plus charisma as well.
It's just one.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, I think the way this works is they were starting to kind of lower their bows a little bit as Galdrick was making a convincing case, but they weren't totally sold yet. And then as Lou says this, they bring their bows back up.
Oh, come on!
This is going well. You're welcome, Galdrick.
Listen, Galdrick, I love you, but you are now the absolute most obvious target.
Listen, I want you to know, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
just throwing this out there, Mr. DM.
Yeah.
Okay? I know sometimes you get a little mad that Slump and I always go to the aggression, and now I'm never not choosing the aggressive route.
Because you guys are having one tough fight?
Tough fight?
Wow.
I'm gonna murder these motherfuckers.
Wow.
Bring it on. I gave you the shot.
Oh boy. So, Galdrick, you did say that you had Misty Stepped prepared.
Mm-hmm. So if I see a volley of arrows
yes.
loosed, I'm going to immediately just dodge them.
Exactly. So 3 arrows come. One is wildly off. In fact, one is so off that when you Misty Step, it almost hits you. But the other 2 embed right where your head would have been. And you Misty Step out of the way, and none of the arrows find purchase. And you hear the elves say, one of the elves says, "Out of our forest." And Slump, it is your turn.
Okay, so they're not actively shooting. Now they're just looking at us saying out of our forest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I want to try intimidate.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll plus strength for your intimidate.
It actually just says a creature needs to roll a 13 or higher or else be feared, can't come close to you, has disadvantage on attacks against you.
I gotcha. They have to roll plus what?
They have to roll above a 13 or else they're feared.
Okay, does it say wisdom or anything, or just says roll above a 13?
A creature needs to roll a 13 or higher or else be feared, can't come close to you, has disadvantage on attacks against you.
I believe the save for fear is wisdom.
Yeah. I would say
it's not just a straight D20.
No, they get like it's kind of like they're
it's a 5e thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like bullshit to me.
It doesn't matter. They didn't save it anyways. So they cannot come any closer to you, and all the other effects for sure.
Okay, so I want to do that, and I want to say,
we didn't cause you any trouble. Why are you shooting at us?
And the elf says, "You enter our forest, you die. Leave."
We're trying.
You listen here. We're going through this forest, and you decide whether or not a few of you walk out of here.
To back him up, because I haven't done so yet, I'd like to draw my blade and sprout my wings.
I think we've had a lot of convincing them, and like the fear was successful. The persuade was almost successful. I think they do. I guess you know what they do actually lower their bows.
I sharpen my blade. I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers.
No, no, you're not.
You hungry? Want some elf? I'm foaming at the mouth.
Yikes.
I think something was in those arrows.
Oh.
Why are there 4 of you?
Hello. Hello.
Are you
Hello,
okay?
creepy, quiet people.
And one of the elves kind of comes down out of the tree and says, "You're leaving the forest?"
We will be.
Trying to.
Yeah, we're not trying to stay here. We're just passing through. Why are you so shooty?
We protect this forest.
From
All
what?
coming from anyone who would do it harm.
What harm are we doing?
People come in here, they tear the trees down, they try to decipher the ancient magics. We can't allow any of it. We protect this forest.
I'm gonna shift to stand in front of the bark we ripped off the tree to keep her.
I'll hide my excitement about ancient magics.
So,
We're just passing through, okay? We're just passing through.
well
Fuck,
then,
why is everyone
hurry
here
up.
always so pissed off?
Hurry up and leave then.
I hate this fuck. Oh, we would like to. We'd probably already be out, but you're stupid fucking. I'm like not making any sense. I'm just starting to sound like Slump because of whatever the fuck was on that arrow. I have lost a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Well, you're stupid little yummy. Let us back home, and we wasted an entire fucking day.
Where are you headed?
That way. And I point to the wrong way.
Slump will like point. Slump is gonna like move his hand to point him in the right direction and points him in the other wrong way.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we're trying to go to the big city.
Yeah, the free city.
Yeah, that place. We built this city. Sorry. Whoa,
What do
I
you-
lost
We
a
built
lot of-
this city on Jared Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in the free city?
What the fuck does it matter to you,
What does it matter to you?
asshole?
Chill out,
It's
yeah.
under
The free
Forrest.
city doesn't belong to you. Yeah, chill the fuck out, dickhead.
We're noodle
You don't own the
bloggers.
free
We go
city.
to different towns and try the noodles and then write articles about it.
Okay, the truth of the matter is, what are your thoughts on Jared Kane?
Fuck Torm!
Oh boy. What are your thoughts on Jared Kane and Torm and Ula and Azar?
We don't really care about any of them. They don't.
Oh yeah, and
I'm just,
Ula.
I just imagine Galdrick is just like starting to hallucinate in the back. He's
Sort of
like just like placebo effect. He's maybe not poisoned,
Yeah.
but he thinks he's poisoned, so he's just going along with it.
So sort of like a parent with like a young kid in a movie theater, and the kid starts babbling. Slump is like talking to the elf, but also half covering Galdrick's face with one hand, like trying to shut him up.
Yeah. Okay, yes, okay. What do you think of what do you think of Jared Kane and Azar dog and with the Dooley dog?
I mean, we don't care, but they never come into the forest, so we don't really care about them or their gods.
They're
What
gonna
is
have
it
to
about the
start
people that? What is it about the people that come into the forest that makes you hate them? Like, what is there a specific group that are trying to learn? You just anybody who wants to learn your ways, you kill them. Doesn't matter who they are or what their history is.
Most of the people who come through can somebody deal with him?
I was gonna say, can I?
It's gonna
Here, I
be.
got.
It's
Don't
gonna
worry
take them
about
a
it.
while to get through, but you just gotta let them ride it out. Okay, so. No.
Can I give him a little heal?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can.
A controlled heal, like a regular.
Yeah, so you can just roll whatever it is you
It's-
roll.
Galdic, you can take either 13 or 3d8, whatever you prefer. It's not very much, but
listen. That's up to you.
Yeah, as the healer, you decide
oh,
that.
I
yeah.
get to pick. I think
Yeah.
you should do 3d8. I think we should go with it.
Yeah, and then you roll it.
I roll it.
Yeah, you choose and you roll it.
Oh yeah.
You're the healer.
My health points are in your hand.
Our cleric/paladin is never used heal spell. This tracks for us. This tracks for us. I won't use the slot for dispel magic. Don't want us to heal.
Yeah. Okay. So,
That can't be right. No.
Galdrick, you take 15 points of healing.
Oh God! What the hell?
The arrow just kind of pops out of your head.
Oh God, that wasn't a nerve ending. Oh my God! Why would you do that? Look at the.
There, we get most of the people who travel through this forest are merchants of very low morals. They find parts of the trees, parts of the forest incredibly valuable. They're less than savory mages who try to devour the magics or
my
decipher the
God.
magics.
We would never.
First off, may I just say, okay, yeah, I get it, but maybe ask, like, why are you here? Not just open fire. Do we look like people that would ruin your way of life for some extra magic? I look at Jake. We would not ask. That
find-
hurt.
We would
People always lie. You people always lie.
Then learn how to cast Zone of Truth.
That would be a handy spell, wouldn't it?
Oh my God, employ somebody.
That might be useful, but the only people who can cast Zone of Truth are followers of all those other gods that we have no need for.
That's not true at all.
It's absolutely true.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Listen,
I'm thinking about killing him. I'm actually thinking about killing him. I'm actually thinking about just killing him.
just so you know, I'm also thinking about killing you.
That's
No,
fine.
listen,
That's fine. Oh my
hey.
God. I'm gonna kill you just like I'm gonna kill Torm. You keep this up, okay? I'm
You
gonna
know,
fucking
actually, hold on.
rip dumbass
So
wings
far
right
through
off of
your
his
stupid
fucking
heart.
body. I
I'm gonna
like you.
staple
I
to
like
your damn
determination.
tree.
I like your determination. I like you, actually. I think we can get along.
I think we can see eye to eye.
I think we can get along. Male or female?
Male.
Doesn't matter. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You?
I'm doing
No,
I'm pretty
shut up.
I'm just trying to
you're
bark
kinda-
up that tree. Slump in your
No, Slump's not okay with this.
Hey, do you guys want to hang out in my orb?
Not allowed to talk to Teeny Tot unless Slump allows it.
Oh my God, stop being so protective.
No.
I can have friends.
Slump just doesn't want you to get hurt.
It's like you don't trust me.
No, Slump trusts you.
You just don't trust them. Okay, whatever.
It's just been a long day. Now listen. Well, okay, well,
Yeah, I know it's been a long. I shot the hell with 2
Come
arrows.
on.
I've been awake for 20 minutes.
I was gonna say.
have you? hey, the knife ear dog. Hey, knife ear dog.
Wow, that's a
Hey,
Wow,
unbelievably
that is
racist
okay.
term to use.
Wow, I turned like with, so I'm like standing
Yeah.
like with them.
Yeah.
Wow, that is not okay.
Wow.
Hey, tree.
Wow.
Hey, tree city dog. Tree sit dog. City tree. Sitting in a tree dog.
So you're only identified by their trees. Wow.
I'm a lot more than my trees, you know.
Yeah.
Well, not that much more.
I mean, that's true.
You're willing to kill people over them. So
That's
what the
absolutely
fuck?
true. Yes.
Okay, so then, let's fucking listen up. Okay, you listening? Shut up, listen.
I'm listening.
Have you heard any tales of the big cloudy dog that's swooping in? Oh, it's really bad.
Yes. The mist
Is
is.
that you guys? Is that you guys?
Where?
No, we
Is that
fight
you?
it constantly. It's.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we
that's
fought
what
it a
we're
couple days
trying-
ago.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
is
Yeah.
that is where we're headed, is to find a resolution to it. Is there anything you can think of, anything you can provide us to help us in our quest?
We can
we're actually
guide you
trying
through
to
the rest
rid-
of the forests easily.
Oh my
if
God,
you,
that would
if
be
you are
so
going to
helpful.
get rid of the mist, we will do everything in our power to help.
Well, good. Listen, Slump heard a story about these really short little people. He points at Galdrick. And then when they met
Hey,
you,
what?
they got these things. One of them got a couple of little cloaks, and then the other one got some rope, and they got that tasty cakes that they had. And they filled up their tum-tums.
Okay.
I
mean,
don't
yes,
even
we
know
do.
what the fuck he just said. I don't even know.
So,
What he just said.
We
can
do.
do you have any of that?
Of course, we're the elves of the woods.
Oh, good.
We have.
Okay.
We have
Lumbar bread.
lumbar bread,
It's really
and
good for this bones.
really good for the lower back bones. And it's good for riding. Really, just gives you good riding stamina.
Okay.
We also have this rope, which is super good rope. It was made in good
Good rope.
rope. Yeah, we've got this good rope. And
Okay.
to you,
Okay, well.
to you, Galdrick.
Okay, no,
To
it's
you,
okay.
Galdrick,
Oh,
bravest
God.
of them all.
Oh,
Oh my God.
thank
I
you.
give to
Not
you
that brave.
Wow.
the light of
Uh-huh.
Splendial.
splendiferal.
This is going to really
May it be a light for you when all others have gone out.
I can cast light. This is kind of useless.
Oh, this is basically just a vial of the light spell. So this is.
Yeah, I can already cast that.
This-
Thank you.
this-
I will treasure this.
this-
That's beautiful.
Listen, it was just the perfect scenic moment for it. Okay, do they give us any tools on our way through?
And to you, Jacob, I give you all of my hair. There's so much blood. To you, Jake. I give all of my hair. It's so much power, but it's beautiful.
I'm gonna throw up.
Troubled.
I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Oh, Jake.
I just remake the tiny hut that's covered in blood and hair, and I'm just rocking back and forth on it on the inside.
Like Slump, who's been so excited up until now, watched, and you know when Stewie Griffin like realizes that he was suckling on fucking Peter Griffin's teeth, Slump's face is contorting like that. I think it ends with him just vomiting violently, just violently retching everywhere, begging this person to stop pulling out their hair.
Yeah, they don't get through all of it either. They've still got like patches of hair left and blood all over the place. So Jake, you've got like three. You have like 4 handfuls of bloody elf hair. Godric, you have a small vial that casts the spell light. Jake, you get a rope, and then Lou, they give you the lumbar bread.
What does Slump fucking get?
What was that?
What does Slump fucking get?
They turn to you because there's only 3 elves. So they turn to you, Slump, and they're like, what could we give you, Slump? What would you like?
Oh, and Slump immediately holds up both of his hands, which were like previously like clasped in horror and like gripping each other. He immediately holds them up and says, "Fucking nothing. Literally, please, nothing. That can be your gift to Slump, is that you give him nothing. Please give Slump nothing. Please, please, please. God."
All right, we can call it there for the night.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking
Okay.
I literally have tears streaming down my face. Oh my god. That's so horrifying.
Escalation. What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was the funniest fucking thing that has happened in this whole show so far.
That was
Holy
amazing. Just ripping out handfuls of hair.
Just crying and like in horrible pain and
Those kind of pulls where it doesn't actually come out and all their head just jerks violently.
and those ones where you can tell like they're psyching themselves up to like
Yeah, exactly.
like I'm just hoping that they fucking stop. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, next Friday, same time, same
Next
place.
Friday, same time. We'll pick it
Holy
up
fuck.
there. You guys can
Fucking
travel
awesome.
forth with your gifts from the wood elves.
Fucking awful.
Another single day's travel.
Yeah. Okay.
That was some D&D stuff.
Okay. I will see you guys next Friday.
See you guys next week.
Bye, Chad. Yeah, bye, Chad.